Blast off.
What's up, people? How y'all doing? How your mom and them? Hey, Slade, Rankomizer,
Howdy.
John Wayne, Creed, Cloudchucker, Harry, everybody, everyone's. How y'all doing? You know, it's been weird because the temperature has definitely gone up here, but the wind has been, I don't know about where Slade is, but the wind here has been nuts every day for like the last 3-4 weeks. And I'm like, man, can I get one less windy day? Nope, not going to happen. I just wanted to go out and kite or something. And I'm like, no, because we're getting usually 10 mile an hour. Well, no, not 10, 12 mile an hour wind with 18 to 22 gusts, which may be kiteable, but I don't feel like getting lifted up off the ground. So I'm not going to do it. And that's the way the cookie crumbles on that one. I know Bad Apples is coming up. So is Spring Wing. At the same time, I don't know who scheduled Spring Wing, but they need to seriously take a look at what they're doing and not do that because it screws everything up.
You need to put your time out on the calendar.
I already did. I did that a long time ago.
Okay.
I marked the calendar and I reminded Karina. Well, I kind of reminded her, but I didn't. Did I? I like the screensaver you sent, Cloudchucker. Why am I talking so loud? Good Lord.
Because you are loud. And I'm loud. Turn me down. I shouldn't be able to hear myself coming from the other room.
I was adjusting that because somebody didn't have their speakers correct. There.
I was watching The Small People, Creed. I'm glad to see you're out of the hospital, I'm assuming now. Everything went well.
Yeah. You know what? Let me turn my background off so y'all can see the plane I got. There we go. None. So if we go to my camera here, maybe I can figure this out.
Or you can just pick it up and show it to him.
All right, fine.
Bill.
I'll just pick this up and show it to you then. How about that?
Hi, Will.
Will, what's up?
Glad to hear it, Creed.
So out of the planes, I was looking at all of them, and they didn't have everyone that y'all suggested, but they did. Between the F-35 and the 22 and the 18, I just like the way the 18 looked better. So I got the F-18. This is what the F-18 looks like. Very nice.
Shiny wood.
It is very shiny wood.
And it's super light.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's got some weight as far as wood goes, but yeah, it's nothing.
Thank you, Will. That's the menopause.
Yeah.
Been hot all day.
Now I have, well, this isn't the second one I got because I got the helicopter, the Cobra. Then I got the Scuba tanks with flippers, and now I got an F-18. So now we got to wait 2 more years before they have another air show here. So that's fine.
Yeah, because isn't everything like $30 more on his website?
It's usually $20 or $30 more on the website. I think this time though they were $10 more than they were the 2 years before. They were like 60 before, and I think they were $80 this time at the show, so that was $80.
Yeah, that's not painted. That is
no, that is not
wood.
Paint. That is straight up wood with like a really shiny shellac finish. You do not have to paint it. It literally is plug and play. The wings were already on it. The only thing I had to install was the base and the missiles, and that was about it that I can remember. Yeah. Which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the missile type things that I had to put on, but everything else was already on the plane. Yeah, exactly, King Cobra. They have a lot of nice wood. I can't collect them all. There's no way. But he had a nice collection of wood stuff there. When I went live, I went and showed y'all everything he had. So if you watch that video, you can go back and look. You'll see the prices there too, because I remember I had that on the video. If it worked, worth the darn for y'all. Um, the generator. I've been thinking about making it. There's a lot of videos on how to hook up remote start for the generator, but there's no easy videos to watch. I mean, like for somebody that just wants basic remote start, I could show them how to do that in like 10 minutes. You could do it really fast. Now, if you want to be able to turn on the ESC throttle and, well, you obviously got to hook up the kill switch. But there's only one main thing you have to hook up, which is the starter. And that was easy to do. So the starter got hooked up. My choke is piggybacked off the power from the starter solenoid. So when I hit the starter, it automatically pulls the choke. When I let off, it lets the choke off. So everything works great that way. It's easier to do that than to use a whole button just for the choke. Even if the motor's warm, putting the choke on is not going to hurt it. It'll still start right up. So why not? That's why I did it that way. What else? My remote start kit. Oh, it's going to get there Monday? Nice, Will. I'm glad. If you need any help, dude, I'm more than willing to help you. I know it's plug and play, but if you have any questions or anything, I can try to help you. Because, you know, these generators, the ones that were made before October 2022 are different than the ones that were made after October 22. We both have, I know you and I both have one where the battery door is on the right hand side. The newer ones, the battery door is on the left hand side. And I think the newer ones also have less space behind the main panel. So you don't want to try and stuff a lot of stuff in that one because it won't fit. But honestly, you could buy the parts. Just if you're just getting the stuff you need, you could probably get the parts for $30 total. That's the board's only like $20. The solenoid that pulls the choke which is a door lock actuator, it's like $8. So that's $28 there. The only other things you would really need is maybe some wire and some wire splicers. That's it. You're done. You don't need anything else. So anything I got over that was just me spending money to have spare parts for later on. The switch, you pretty much need a switch. It does not have to be a light up switch like I got. You can get a regular on off switch, dual poles, single throw, dual pole. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk tonight.
Try to say that 5 times fast. Or once.
So it's basically a switch that can go, it's got 2 hookups on the back, you know, and you just hook power to one of them and then hook power to the other one. When you flip the switch, it lets the power go through. That's it. Simple. The switch I have has 3 hookups. So you hook up the power to 2 of them and ground to the third, which allows the light to come on when you flip the power. That's the only difference between those. I know the one I got's got a bigger circumference to be able to mount to the panel, so I had to use a stepper bit and drill it up to 5/8. It's almost May 5th. It's almost
Monday.
Yeah, that's my fly-anniversary is May 5th. I can't really count May the 4th. I honestly can't. I mean, in order to call yourself a pilot, I think you have to get more than a foot off the ground. I know the date. Cinco de Mayo. What do you mean? May the 5th. Yes. What is May the 5th to you besides me? So for me, it'll be 3 years since I started flying on May the 5th. I'm pretty sure 2022.
I don't think anybody's keeping track of your
25. 3 years.
fly-anniversary date.
Well, I got a cute. Oh, wedding bells. Oh, there you go. Well, Creed. Apparently, Munchkin has changed her mind because it's my fly-anniversary. She don't want it to be the same date.
There was multiple reasons, but that was the nail in the coffin. No, because May 5th snuck up on me, and I have potential jury duty starting on
That is
May
true.
5th.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am still not caught up at work, and I'm not going to go get married on my lunch break. I'd at least like to take the day off and go out to eat. um, well, welcome, Linda. Everybody say hey, hi to
Red
Linda.
carpet. Red carpet.
Um, but then when he was like, "Hey, that's my flyversary," I was like, "Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen because it's our wedding anniversary and it's the 10 years since I've No, we're not doing that. Oh
Why
hell
not?
no,
And
because I'm not having our
I
wedding
wouldn't do that, but
anniversary
like,
usurped by your damn flying
I
anniversary.
would
And
say
yes,
it like
you
it was
would
nothing,
do
though. I'd
that.
be like, yeah, well, it's
Oh
my
my
flowers.
God, you would not.
It's just my flowers. It's fine. It's
So
no big
the
deal.
answer to that is a big fat no. No. Um,
So, anyways, there's that.
I did Google to see if the marriage license was something that I could print out, um, and bring in to save ourselves 5 minutes at the courthouse. But, um, yes, you can be,
Yeah, you have to do it,
yes.
Cloud Chucker.
Now I will say, and I have to mention this to you too, Scuba. I reread the paperwork today, and while it is active for 2 months from May 6th to July 3rd, it's only every Tuesday. So I have to call every Monday. If they tell me I'm not needed, then um then I don't have to call again until the following Monday. So it's possible that I might be able to go to the Eastern Shore with you on the day it starts.
Right.
Um, but
Which is cool.
I need to be able to get. Here's the thing: if Sarah doesn't show up to work on Monday, then I don't think I'm going to be able to go.
Yeah, but we still have another week after that before it
Yeah,
even.
but if she doesn't show up on Monday, I'm fucking done. I'm just going to tell them to call her and tell her don't fucking bother.
Okay, gotcha.
She's been
Yeah,
out of work for an entire fucking month.
it's been more than a month now.
Well,
So
I mean,
I don't know.
consecutively. She missed
Okay.
some time at the end of March too, but yeah.
Well, I did pick up one other thing that I wanted to show y'all real quick, just because I don't have my phone with me, but I will show y'all just for the heck of it. Where's the building cam? There we go. So there we go. We can see it. This is a little flash drive I got because if you're like me and you use a GoPro or Insta360 or whatever, or you use your phone a lot to take pictures, your phone will fill up with space. Taking photos and stuff off of an
No,
iPhone is a
it
pain in the
won't fill
butt.
up with space. It will fill up with photos and videos.
Yes, it will lose space fast. There you go.
There you go.
So you can definitely hook it up to your computer, take it out, or if you got an SD card, you can do it that way. This is a metal which feels like titanium. I don't even know, but this is a 1 terabyte little flash drive, and this side is USB-C, so I can plug this right in my iPhone and copy all my photos over to the iPhone. You have to make sure that you go to the recently deleted on your iPhone and also delete them from there. The other side of this is USB-A, which is USB 3.2. It does say 1 terabyte right there, small also. But this has 550 megabyte transfer speed, so it does transfer stuff really fast. This is this is solid metal. This is no joke. It's not those plastic USB sticks. I love the way that this clips around your USB-C. It's not going anywhere. And then they give you this little leather pouch to put it in. But yeah, I transferred my phone was almost full. So it was only solid state. This is SSK is the company. It was on Amazon on sale for like $59, which isn't bad for 1 terabyte. So I got it, and it was overnight delivery, AM delivery. So I got it sent over. But something cool if you guys, need to be able to find a way to move files around.
Oh yeah, no, they King Cobra. It's kind of hard to get out of jury duty, honestly. Here.
The main time I got pulled in for jury duty, I was like, I know that guy, and then they immediately let me
I mean,
go.
that'll usually do it.
They were
Something
like, "Oh,
tells
you
me
know
I'm
him?" Yep, you're
I'm
gone.
probably not going to know the person. Now, if they ask me if there's any reason you can't serve on a jury, I'll be like, yeah, my coworker has been out for the past month and a half with shingles. I don't know when she's coming back, and my office will essentially shut down if I'm not there. So I would
Pretty
prefer not to
much.
have to serve.
Pretty
Tell the
much.
judge I'm going to give all the realtors your phone number.
I did show y'all this, right? This is my little remote control for my Insta360 or my Ace Pro 2, which I can hit record, and it also puts telemetry data on my videos, which hopefully on the new videos for this fly-in coming up, I'll have telemetry data on there, which will be cool.
I'm so itchy.
Yeah, Munchkin got pretty good sunburn at the fly-in.
You can't tell though.
At the
Look,
fly-in, really? At the air show?
It's not burnt anymore. You can barely even tell I have a tan because you can't really see.
The next air show I think is in August. The Oceana air show. That one's a big one. The Blue Angels.
Charge at Oceana.
Yeah, that one costs money. They're selling tickets now, and they posted on Facebook that they have been overwhelmed by the amount of people that bought tickets. They were like, it's a new record for them. So apparently, a lot of people's going.
Boots.
I thought if it's on the beach, we could just see it from wherever.
It's not on the beach. Oceana does not mean on the ocean. Oceana is a base.
Oh, okay. So, quad lay. Yeah, the quad locks. I like those, Slade, but they're not cheap. That's for sure. Oh, your vibrations killed yours. That's weird because you fly a trike also. Now I have a mount for mine that's built down. I actually have the mount down on the frame of the trike. Haven't had any issues with my phone. But that may be a thing. I don't know which quad lock you got, but I'd like to know if it's one you're going to be using to hook to your trike, because I know they have like a million different types of mounts, and I want one that's really nice that I can hook onto the trike, lock the phone in there, and not have to worry about it. So I've looked at the quad locks. They're not cheap, but they look good. I usually use, not only do I have a holder for my phone, but I also tether one of those retractable cables from my phone up to me somewhere. It may be a loop on my vest, or it may be a belt loop. I'll put it somewhere.
Click that link.
Just to keep, in case the phone fell out, it wouldn't go anywhere. Oh, look at that. It's not far from the ocean, I guarantee that.
It's not, but it's not on the beach.
You literally can see the water to the right, which is a controlled airspace anyway. It ain't like, I can go over there.
Yeah, I would not advise flying over Naval Air Station Oceana. That would be a good idea.
That would be very bad. Bad stuff. So, that's where we stand as far as that goes. Yeah, I did kite my wings some since I changed the brake lines, but I haven't kited it wearing a harness, which I want to do so that I can really make sure the brakes are even. You can't do that hand kiting to make sure your brakes are even unless you can hold everything at the same time. So if I put it on the harness, then I can check the brakes to make sure the left brake pulls at the same time the right does. If it doesn't, I can adjust them before I go to this fly-in. I just need a little bit calmer of a wind. I don't care if it's blowing a little bit, but don't give me freaking 18, 20-mile-an-hour winds. There's Boots, that big cat.
Look, it's a Bootsy.
That cat is now
Boozy booze.
cuddled up to me all the time for some reason.
All right, I'll put you down, brat.
Mine came with a 1-inch ball to attach to my current RAM. Oh, you already had a. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. So, see, and I know Slade flies a trike, and I did a lot of foot launching, but I got to be honest. I mean, 100%. Ever since I got the trike, man, I love flying that trike. It is so much easier. I don't have to worry about how heavy it is. I don't worry about how fat I've gotten. It just works, man. I can fill the tank all the way up with gas and fly as long as I
All right,
much
can we
want
talk
to.
about something else
Yes, we can
besides
talk about
flying?
something else. Flying.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
know. I talk
Yeah,
about flying.
that's all you ever want to talk about.
I just talk about it a
I
little
have to say that it was pretty cool being able to sit on my porch and see the Thunderbirds fly over our house in formation. Because our neighborhood is one of the areas that once they've done their pass at the base for all the people, they turn around over here. So I got to see all the planes. It was pretty cool. Now, I wasn't expecting them to fly directly over my head, so I didn't have my camera ready on my phone, but it was still neat.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You can tell the people that have lived here forever because all the neighbors were outside doing their own thing. Not even one of them fucking looked up. Go ahead and answer him. I know it's killing you.
With the trims out. Yeah, I'll have to do that, John. Even though my trims literally move about that far. That's how much trim adjustment I got. So I will check it with the trims out, though. But thanks for reminding me.
I meant paramotor, Will.
I'm going to Cloud Chucker. I'm going to. Let's talk about Thunderbirds. Will, it's just, it's a
Jets
thing.
are a little different than paramotors.
They are. I don't want to get hit by one.
Nope.
Make some wire. I knew that was coming, Creed.
You didn't tell them about your recent bag of shit.
Oh, my bag of crap that I got from Woot.
Yeah, not bag of shit. Bag of crap.
Okay, I'll show y'all one thing that I got from there.
We got Hello Kitty measuring spoons, which is kind of bizarre. We got a ring light, a selfie ring light for your cell phone. What else did we get? We got a teapot. Trying to think of what else was in there. Oh, a watch band for iWatch, but my iWatch dies as soon as I take it off the charger. So
okay, I grabbed a few of the things that came in the $10 bag of crap. So as far as the $10 bag of crap, here's the Hello Kitty measuring spoons. Yeah, that is what it is. Here's some Dawn kitchen brushes, basic brushes. Those could come in handy for something. We got a little narwhal.
The narwhal's so cute.
This is just some of the stuff. A fidget die that just has a bunch of number 6s on every side except for one, I think.
It's like a fidget toy, so it's like bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, you can pop them in and you squeeze it and they pop out. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
This is a whistling kettle. It even says so on the glass. So this is a whistling kettle. Borosilicate glass. I thought this was cool. This was the strange thing that they sent me, and it's heavy, right? And I'm like, what in the heck is this?
I'm gonna look it up.
So here, I'll give you all a sneak peek here. So this is a heavy duty cable cutter. This is for cutting really thick wire, which, hey, every guy wants some tools.
The whistling kettle is $19.99.
Okay, so not expensive. I mean, still, but I got it for $10.
Yeah.
Do I have a flamingo? I didn't get a flamingo.
Aries, I have an axolotl on my desk. He's purple and pink, and he sits next to my little baby reptar and my other stuff.
And this, which I thought was bolt
Scorp-
cutters at first,
It's-
is a giant crimper. That's what
It's
this
called
is.
a bag of crap from Woot.
Yeah, they do it whenever they have a woot off, which they do usually once or twice a month. Every once in a while, they will put a random bag of crap on there, which they may call a bag of onions or something. But if it's $9.99, it's probably a bag of crap. And good luck trying to buy one because they sell out really fast. If you have Amazon,
it is
then it's free shipping.
Truly random shit. Aries, you were in DC and you didn't say anything. We could have like met you halfway in like Richmond or something. Got a beverage.
So
The last box we got mouse traps. I think one of the ones
Yeah.
we got before we got like a math book. I think they just wander around Amazon with their eyes closed.
Oh, and the
just
Princess
grab
Diaries.
stuff.
Yeah, you can only get one bag of crap per month, so you have to wait 30 days
Okay, I
once you
gotcha.
win one.
Yes, and it's per household, so it's not like I could go in and win one right after him.
She got the Doc Martens though that one time.
I did. He's gotten several
crazy.
pairs of work slacks that are
Yep.
actually in his size, so that's cool.
Oh, it was
I
a
mean-
fly in, fly out. Didn't even have a car rental. Okay, we got you.
You are forgiven.
Not a biggie, Aries. I saw you riding that electric scooter around. That was pretty cool. That had to be fun. A limey scooter. Yeah, there you go. See, now he's talking about the scooter. Yeah, there was a lot of them scooters in Nashville. I know they have them downtown Atlanta also. I never rode one of those. I have my own. But I've seen some of those little scooters that go around town get to going pretty fast. I don't know what their speeds are. Mine will only do, I think 31 is the top speed, so I don't know what those little ones do, but they seem to be pretty quick.
Yes, axolotls are very cool.
Yeah, I don't know why we had the random narwhal in that.
I don't know, but I like narwhals.
Yeah, I mean, we can't complain. I mean, for $10, it was worth that. Put it that way. They had some riding in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, I wouldn't try that in DC. Screw that.
Yeah. We've been to DC. We went to DC for that big protest vape march. That was.
I mean, I should have been to DC more, but I skipped school on all the field trips to DC, so yeah.
I stuck to the sidewalks and the bike lanes. Well, there you go. I don't even know where I put that Ace Pro camera, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we were in Nashville a couple weeks ago. Downtown Nashville. That was pretty cool. Jeff was disappointed that we didn't do anything on the weekend. I was like, well, I said we recovered. I was like, all that's there is bars. I said, and after Wednesday night and Thursday night, the last thing I wanted to do was go to another bar. I needed to dry out a little bit.
Yeah, there was bars like lined down the street, and they were packed with people, man. She don't like people that much, and I don't want to be stuck inside a bar that's so packed you can't even move. It's not even fun at that point.
No, and after having an open bar for 2 nights in a row, why would I want to go somewhere and pay for drinks? Fuck that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know where the camera went.
Hey, Shane.
There is never trust a skinny chef, Shane.
Yeah, well, we didn't have a car, Creed, so we were kind of limited to whatever was in walking distance, which was nothing but bars.
The two best guitar stores on earth are in Nashville. I believe that. We didn't see them. I didn't see the guitar stores.
We did walk by the Ryman Auditorium,
Yeah.
which I would have. Yeah, there's a lot.
There was a lot of people.
King Cobra.
A lot.
A lot.
Way more than we were comfortable with. I mean, just trying to wait in line for that Hattie Mays was like, or Hattie B's I was like, yeah, this is too long of a wait.
We went to a place called the Assembly, which is like it's almost like an open air mall, but it's nothing but restaurants.
Yeah,
And
that's all
it's
it was.
it's very roomy. So tell me why a group of 12 would walk through the door and then immediately stop and clog up 4 whole doorways worth of space. Just fucking keep walking. You can look in a minute. Just get the hell out of the way.
I'd have
I
to
wasn't even behind them and it was irritating me.
I'd have to have a designated driver, Aries, if I was going to do something like that. Yeah, come visit the distilleries.
Yeah, we'd have to plan that and fuck they indeed do, Aries. We were sitting there waiting for our food. People kept bumping into me and backing into me, and
Oh man, it was
there
something
was one
serious.
chick at the bar that we went to. We were at Old Red, and she was all up in my space. I was sitting in my chair. She was like right here. And we made some friends there, and I was telling Steve, I was like, of all the places she could stand, and she kept doing this shit with her hair every 2 seconds. And it's like, nobody gives a shit about your hair. 98% of us have it. We don't give a fuck.
She didn't even have
Um,
that much hair, so
but the two girls we were with, one of them leaned over to the other one and was like, of all the places she could stand. And I'm like, I knew there was a reason I liked you two. She's totally in my fucking bubble for no reason. So apparently her friend noticed how close she was and said something, and she was all apologetic. Why didn't you ask me to move? Because what was I supposed to say? Bitch, you're too close. She wasn't touching me. She wasn't blocking my view. She was just irritating me with her proximity.
look what I found, Aries. Very old, but there you go. It is now in focus.
Aries, does it taste any different than any other bourbon?
Bourbon aged in barrels made from 400-year-old French oak that was used in the Notre Dame restoration. Dang! Yeah, it is pretty old, Aries. I didn't even know I had it. That's why it got so old.
I've got a bottle of Blue Saber in my desk drawer at work.
Do
That's
you?
my emergency juice, yeah.
I got this big old bottle of Genesis. I think that's what I'm gonna try to put
Hi,
in
Angela.
tonight if I go through and rebuild this atomizer that really shouldn't need rebuilding, but I've let it sit around so long. Now the juice in it's old, so
Yeah.
it
Make
needs
sure
new
you
wicking.
wick it correctly.
I don't know. Maybe I should let you do it.
Maybe. I've gotten pretty good at wicking this thing, so it and Aries, you'd be proud of me. I have stopped blanching my coils, and I've noticed that they have lasted considerably longer if you don't do that. All I do is I rinse everything with water and I take a little tiny bottle brush and I brush the gunk off the coils, rinse it with cold water, and then let it dry. And it they have I've had the same set of
Trash
coils in
bag.
since last year, I think. Thank you, Angela. They are not new. These are ones that I got in 2016. These are my super expensive frames, and Sam's Club agreed to put new lenses in my existing frames as long as I signed a damage waiver.
Thanks, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, so well, they are technically new glasses because they're brand new lenses in there. So
The
I,
frames aren't though,
yeah, the frames aren't new.
but I can see, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was funny because the first couple days, Munchkin's like, "Holy crap! I can see this and I can see that," and I was like, "Now you can see how ugly I really am." So, um,
Oh, hush.
4 to 5 years old. Dadgum, Aries. Well, I mean, this I can vape. It just doesn't taste fresh anymore. If that makes any sense.
We're not talking about the cotton. We're talking about the coils.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna leave the coils in
what
there.
I
They
used to do is get them real hot and then rinse them under hot water so they go, tss, and those tended to get gunked up. Now, there it could be something else too, because I consistently vape the same thing over and over again. I don't whenever I switch juices to something that I didn't make, it usually ends up my cotton gets fucking gross really, really fast. Um, so it could just be the juice that I'm vaping to, but
That's the thing, Aries. I need to change the cotton because I let it sit so long. The cotton has got. Ooh, is that really Nilla nuts? What? Oh,
I
it
like I like
is.
my pear claw. That's my new all day vape. I love it.
Oh my God, that tastes so good. All right, Nilla nuts it is. I didn't even know I had that sitting up there. I've been looking for it. This is e-cig's Nilla nuts actually. And it's been steeping for quite a while now, so I got enough to fill that tank up a couple times with this, so that's what I'm gonna do tonight at some point. I'm trying to vape what little is left in this tank. This tank holds so much juice. It takes forever to vape. I don't know how much can blow through it. And it's like, yeah, it's empty. I'm like, how? I've never been able to empty this tank.
I can empty this tank maybe twice at work. Not Nina's nuts. It's Nilla nuts.
Yeah.
Well, get on it, Cloud Chucker. I have gotten
Nilla, like
really, really
vanilla.
good at figuring
Nuts.
out exactly how much cotton to put in this thing to where it doesn't leak, it doesn't spit, it doesn't gurgle, my cotton doesn't sag.
You gotta hate saggy cotton.
Yeah, saggy anything really kind of sucks, but goddamn gravity.
COPD sucks. Yeah, King Cobra, I bet it does. Man, that's gotta suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Trash Bag, you'd be pleased to know that one of the other
I
flavors
mean,
is called Nilla Please.
King Cobra, you might need to switch to a non cloud chucking device.
That's another flavor. I'll let your mind wander. The sequel. Well, that one's just basically vanilla custard. It's really good too, though.
Nilla Nuts is Nilla Please with hazelnut.
There you go. I like the hazelnut that's in it. It gives it this, I don't know, nutty
Nutty flavor?
flavor. I'm ordering this Nina nuts. You go ahead, John.
You know what? Hey, I bet if you put a little bit of cinnamon in there, you could change it and call it Cinnanuts, maybe.
Cinnamon
That
nuts.
would be good. Nilla nuts with a little bit of cinnamon.
Yeah, but not the red.
Not
Yeah,
red hot,
no.
bakery cinnamon.
Bakery cinnamon, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
could
don't
call
want
it Nina nuts.
cinnamon red hot. Well, actually,
All
somebody
right,
else actually did do that. That would be
we're
Arm Vapor with cinnamon red hot mixed with vanilla nuts. That was his whale nuts. Remember?
no.
Yes.
But yeah, you need to do that. We'll call it Nina nuts.
Yeah.
Patrick's mother might be a little upset by that because her nickname is Nina, but you know.
Nina. Nina nuts. Nina
She
nuts.
is Nina. So
I
my granddaughter is 12 years old. Holy shit, that makes me feel ancient. I mean, it can exist. We can make it.
yeah,
Um,
it could be
so
done.
we're going to her birthday party at Surge Adventure Park tomorrow, which should be interesting because it's a trampoline park and they have the Ninja Warrior
I need
course
to
and all that stuff.
let me grab some.
I want to go play. I don't know if I'm in shape to go play. I'll probably die. If I get stuck in the ball pit, will you come get me? He's not answering me. He didn't answer. How rude. Um, because I have been known to get stuck in at McDonald's, the play place with the tubes and stuff like that. I got stuck in one of those when Katie was little, going in to retrieve her, and this little kid crawled past me and stopped and said, "Aren't you a little old to be in here? Fuck off, kid. Go get help. I'm stuck." Um, yeah. Why don't they let you in those places? They should. I'm trying to figure out what safety socks are because on the the FAQ, it said if I'm at a birthday party or if I have my own safety socks, do I need to buy safety socks? What the fuck are safety socks? I'm assuming they're the kind with the little grippies on the bottom. Yeah, but if you if you check your leg at the door, would they let you in there? Psych ward socks, grippy socks. Okay,
Was you watching that
I got
video
grippy socks.
when I watched the dude that wore the exosuit? That
No.
it didn't seem to help him that much. I mean, he was like, it's okay.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, when he was on that fucking exercise bike, he got significantly more RPMs
Yeah.
when his battery was charged.
Well, I mean, because he did a regular run for however many miles, then he did a run with the exosuit. Now he had some problem with it, so he had to stop, but he ended up only making it 20 seconds faster. And I'm like, you would think that wearing that suit he would get there a lot quicker, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got lots of grippy socks. John Q, I don't even want to know what you'd have to add to Nilla Nuts to. Why do you have pairs of socks, Aries? Okay, I have a question for you. So when you buy shoes, do you have to do anything special to the other shoe to make it fit the prosthetic? Or is that molded to where it fits? I guess you don't have to worry about it being uncomfortable.
Wow, John Wayne, that's crazy. 16-year-old great grandson. Damn.
Poor little tank. Tank, 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 tank.
You know, it's funny that we're talking about grippy socks because I don't know if y'all remember that Kylo Glee had a video and he fell in his kitchen. I actually ordered some grippy socks from Amazon and shipped them to his house. I bet you he was like, where the hell? He did eventually figure out that I sent them to him, but I think
just
it
need
was
a
funny.
shoehorn, huh? Do you feel like you're ripped off? I mean, you'd think somebody would come out with a store where you could just buy one shoe of either size.
Now,
Or
what good with
either side?
Let's go with your theory. If you bought one shoe, what's the prosthetic leg going to go? Are you just going to put it on the ground? Then it's going to be uneven.
Not everybody has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, but why would you buy one shoe? Well, in case you're
if you only have one fucking leg, why do you need two? You just got a whole pile of shoes that you don't need. If they had a store where you could just buy the left or the right, I'm sure somebody else would come along to buy the other one.
Can I buy two lefts for the price? Well, that's what you do is, you go in there and you take two boxes of shoes and take two lefts and stick them in one box and then...
They do! Okay, that's fantastic. That's great. I love that. Okay.
That's cool. Soulmates. I like it. You have sticky socks. I wouldn't like that. I'd end up tripping over my own feet if I was walking and my sock just stopped suddenly on the floor.
Well, I mean, that would only happen if you drag your feet, but grippy socks come in handy when you have hardwood floors and you polish them with Old English because they become extremely slippery. Sticky, crunchy, same thing, John Q.
Oh my goodness, John Q. Wow.
Did they stand up on their own?
Wow. Yeah.
Now, see, I can't wear tennis shoes on carpet because I run into that problem because the front of my shoe hits the carpet and I trip a lot. I don't like wearing shoes, period. Shoes are foot prisons. I don't like them.
I hope that's on the TV.
What?
That dingle dingle sound. It looks like
yeah. I mean, we used to do that all the time on purpose, but yeah, that's not very safe.
It's on a video.
Either
It looks
Old English or Murphy's oil soap. Each one will have you eating shit when you bust your ass on the floor.
looks like the guy's right doing like trucking simulator or something, from what I can tell.
I'll be right back.
Be on the freaking ice, yeah. Um, I saw Tucker's like, "Hey, whoever wins this trike, I'm gonna take you up in a tandem flight." But then he goes, "But there's a stipulation: you have to come to Arizona," which number one, that would cost a lot of money. Even if, say, you flew there, I mean, how are you gonna take the trike back with you? I'd have to have it shipped. Number two, yeah, I'm gonna give you a tandem flight, but you have to be under 250 pounds. And I'm like, ooh, I'm right on the edge of that right there. I'd have to lose weight just to go down there. I got my daughter the other day. I needed a screwdriver and she passed me one of her. That's funny, King Cobra. Look at y'all just gambling and losing money, man. I tell you, gotta be careful. I'm hoping that the weather starts calming down because this strong wind stuff is nuts. I saw that they were posting videos about China having these really strong winds, and then Munchkin found somewhere where it's like, yeah, it happens every year. It's no big deal. I thought it was some kind of freak thing, but no, apparently.
The comments section.
Oh.
Um.
Oh, there you go, Aries.
We have to stop at Five Below on the way to the party tomorrow.
Okay. Uh-oh. You know, if Vic's playing with the drill, we're all in trouble. Never let Vic touch the drill.
Do you think Five Below sells gift cards?
Oh, did you was reading it, the UK had 80-degree weather. They're like, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot.
Yeah, somebody had posted that it was 68 degrees.
Hey, Silent.
Hey, Silent. And how hot it was. And people are like, that's not hot. They're like, but our houses are meant to hold the heat and then fucking go outside. And they're like, you don't understand. It's the humidity. Humidity at 68 degrees. Try 104 degrees with like 80% humidity. Y'all are just weak.
Yeah. They're not used to it. I mean, you have to adapt to your climate that you live in.
Well, hello, Boots. You've decided to come back up here, even though you tried to swat at me
that jet gun
for picking
glitch,
you up.
which is hilarious.
It is not family friendly, Silent.
It's not family friendly. Hey,
Silent. I had a client the other day that swears more than I do. Holy shit. Every other word out of her mouth. And this was in a closing. We were in a professional setting. She was buying a house, and every other word out of her mouth was fuck. It was yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Even I was like, hey, there's a time and a place. This is not the time nor the place.
I don't know. I guess I cuss sometimes, but honestly, I don't do it nowhere like I used to at all. I guess now I've gotten older, I just don't even bother with it.
What kind of camp?
I'm going to a camp in August. Education camp. Okay. Well, hey, learning's learning. Whatever you are into, learning's always a good thing. I like learning.
Fuck is very versatile. And I can understand some of the stories she was telling. The word fuck definitely belonged in there. But yeah, in just the general, she was mad at her husband because she told him to be ready to leave by a certain time so they could make it to their appointment on time. He was not on time. He was 10 minutes late. They still showed up. I think they were only 4 minutes late, which I don't give a shit.
Uh-oh.
Um,
The cat's
but
coming for
when
me.
they were getting in the car, she slammed his hand in the car door. And she was mad at him because she slammed his hand in the car door. So she's telling the story. I said, wait, let me get this straight. You're mad at him because you slammed his hand in the door. And she's like, yeah, but it's his fault. And I'm like, look, hey, I'm not here to judge. It sounds valid to me. I'm just making sure that we're all on the same page. Um, she was really nice. She hugged me when it was all over. She was very stressed out. But yeah, she's very, very colorful language. Let's just put it that way.
I don't know. I'm still with
I
the whole there's a time and place for it. And
Aries, I would rather stab myself in the eye with a rusty fork than work in IT. And I can tell what y'all deal with just by some of the stupid questions that the IT people ask me. And I'm like, do you think I'm dumb? I mean, what? You, I
oh
checked that already. It's good. Um,
yeah, we do have the IT
I could
people
I could
call us
never.
sometime and they're like
I
I'm
could
like,
never.
seriously,
I
dude? Yeah.
they only want to talk to either one of us, nobody else. Um,
Yeah.
I had an older lady that I was trying to. We
Hello,
have.
Ash.
Hi, Ashley. We have the system that we use. They need to verify their identity. So you can log in on your computer, but it sends a text message to your phone, right?
Oh Lord.
So I'm trying to walk her through, and she's like, so what do I do? And I said, well, you're going to have to read me what's on your screen because I can't see it. I don't know what you're looking at. Well, it says log in. Do I click that? Sure. Okay, it's asking me for a password. Do you see anything that says create a new account? Yes. Okay, click that. So she got that far and it sent her the text message because she said it says a code is needed. I said, okay, well, select send me a code. Well, where do I click that? Well, on the screen, it should say send me a new code. So after we got through all of that, she said, well, where do I get the text message? I said, it would have texted it to your phone. And then she said, but how do I check it? You, you have to check it on your phone. But I'm calling you on a landline. I said, the phone number that you gave me is a cell phone, right? Yeah. Okay, well, that's where it texted it. Oh, so I need to go get my cell phone. Yeah. And then we got there. She opened the text message, put in the code. So then it sent her another link. She couldn't figure out how to leave one text message and go to another one. So I gave up, and I'm like, you know what? I believe you. We're fine. I don't care.
Right?
Whatever. We're good. I
You
told my
pass the
boss,
qualification, you're good.
I said, I said, look, she signed with me. I said, I can't help her. If you want her to go through this, you're going to have to get on the phone and help her because I felt like I was trying to teach my mom how to install printer drivers. I just can't do it.
Oh my
Ugh.
goodness, that would be hilarious too.
I There's people that don't even realize that they have to turn their computer on. I don't have the patience for IT at all.
I don't understand why sometimes people call and then I'll tell them we can't take your type of case. And then, like 30 seconds later, they call again. And I'm like, yeah, I just talked to you.
Because
I'm,
they Google the phone number, like, right? They Google attorneys, whatever.
can't they see
And
that?
then
That's
No, because they close the fucking screen, and then when you tell them no, they open it back up and Google that shit again.
and then they dialed me right after that. And I'm like, seriously, again?
Yeah. Well, in
Hey, how you
Aries,
doing?
I'm sure that all-in-ones probably have not helped at all because the monitor and tower are the same thing. Um, Even back in the day when toolbars were a thing, right? I've had coworkers that were like, my computer is running like crap. And I go look at their screen, and like the first 6 inches of their computer is taken up by all these damn toolbars. And,
Aries,
you
I
know,
got one for you that may throw you for a loop because I can't figure it out. My boss and I switched monitors, right? So I have two monitors hooked up, both by DisplayPort. They're AOC monitors. Um, One of them, my left monitor will display, they're the same exact monitor. My left monitor will display a higher resolution than the right monitor. Same driver. I'm like, really? The right monitor will only do 1920 by 1080. This one over here does 25 something by whatever, which is way better. This one over here looks huge. Everything on it looks huge, but the left one doesn't. Go figure. Bad DisplayPort cable? You think so? They're brand new cables. He's gonna be like, yeah, and it's
that
still
don't mean
bad,
shit.
right?
And
It
why
is
is a
very
real
possible.
estate monkey doing phone IT? Who else is going to tell her how to get through? I mean, it's systems we've employed, so we have to explain how to use it.
It is weird. I mean, I haven't really messed with it a lot yet. I will definitely check the cables and all that stuff and the setting. I mean, I went through all the settings, but the cables could be an issue, I guess. I don't
Home
even.
printers are a scam, especially inkjet printers, because you might as well buy a new goddamn printer instead of fucking ordering new ink for them.
I
I
did
mean,
do
it's
that
ridiculous.
already, Aries. There's not really many settings. These monitors, I don't know how old they are. I haven't looked them up by model number yet, but he's like, oh yeah, they
Problem
do.
exists between keyboard and customer. I like the ID10T error. Those are my favorite. Well, when I bought my at-home printer, I splurged. Well, okay, I splurged, but Best Buy also fucked up and had it was a Brother toner printer scanner, and it was on clearance for like $98. It should have been on clearance for like $200, but somebody fucked up. So I called everybody in my office. It was like, you need to go get one right now because Best Buy is stupid.
That
Um,
sucks, Aries. Subscription based printers now, you have to keep your subscription up or they cut your printer off. That's messed
See,
up.
even with the toner, they've changed that. Now they have the counter. So even if you have toner left over, if you've reached that page count, it'll stop printing even if there's toner in there. So if you can figure out how to reset the page count on the toner cartridge, you can keep it going for. I did not replace my toner until that shit was empty. But the days of being able to shake it and put it back in the printer, yeah. I whenever I had an each inkjet printer, when it ran out of ink, I just toss that fucker in the dumpster and go buy make another one.
Man, are you kidding me? These
What?
tanks, I'm not putting this on super tight, but I swear these tanks are so hard to get apart.
They make replacement toner chips
I
good
got it.
because that's bullshit.
All right, let's see what this thing looks like. Because I haven't opened this in a while. And I'm kind of interested to know.
These glasses hurt the back of my ears. And I've noticed they're slightly crooked. Y'all can't
Slightly
see that.
crooked?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if your ears aren't the same height, you know.
No, what I mean is the whole thing is like the left arm
Mm-hmm.
is bent out slightly and the right arm is straight.
That actually doesn't look that bad.
Maybe the left-hand side of my head is just bigger. I don't know.
We're just gonna go with it like it is, and I mean, yeah. See, that looks a little burnt on the edge there, right there. Well,
Possible, Scott.
why can't I see this? Oh, it's off of camera. Man, where's my camera pointing at?
I mean,
Right
I don't
there.
have anything hooked up in my house now because I can just print everything from work. But
Same way on this one,
when I
on the
worked from
right side.
home, I did have a pretty good, and it still works. That it's a fax machine, printer, all that good stuff. And yes, John Q, people still use fax machines. Hell, it's more secure than fucking email. I can fax you something, no problem. Nobody can fucking intercept that and change the wiring instructions.
I could see that. Like, no, we'll just fax it to you.
Well, we do have an attorney's office where one of the payoffs they got, somebody had intercepted it and changed the account number on the wiring instructions, and they lost quite a bit of money on a payoff. So now they will only fax the payoffs to you. We have an e-fax, and I fucking hate it. Because I can't tell if it's going through. I can't tell if it's ringing. I can't tell if it's busy. All I'll get is a notification like 6 hours later saying that it failed, but no reason why. I don't like the e-fax. We use Intermedia. I don't like it. I want a fax machine. I want to hear. I want to hear the noise.
Not the diggy 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 diggy.
Yeah, that's how you know it's working, man. Well, Intermedia is also our instant messenger for the office. But I don't like the eFax. It is handy that all the faxes come right to my email. I just don't like the outgoing fax.
All right, let me wash this thing off because it's still got old juice in there. If I'm putting Nilla nuts in there, I got to have it cleaned out. Let me go back to the main camera. There we go. I'll be right back.
So my coworker has been out for the entire month of April and almost the last week of March. She had a gastrointestinal illness. Last week of March, she came in for like 3 days and then developed shingles on her face and in her eye. He is cleaning his coils and he's about to rewick his tank. E-bub. So now he's going to rinse it off so he can rewick it. On base, I'll have to check that out. I do like the instant messenger for Intermedia. It's pretty cool. What I like the ability that I can send a text message to clients through that app rather than on my cell phone. I don't know, Scott. I don't know. It doesn't start till Monday. So usually you can't do that until you get called in, and then when you get there they'll go through and ask you if there's a reason why you can't serve. I honestly wouldn't mind doing it. It's what irritates me the most, right? Is I don't like that I have to call. Why do I have to call you? Why are you putting the burden on me to call you? You obviously have my information. Just fucking text me or do an automated phone call and tell me that I need to come in the next morning. Why do I have to call you? And when the hell did it become 2 months? This shit lasts from May until July. That's ridiculous. Because I can't plan anything.
I win the Dunce Cap Award.
What'd you do?
Well, I rinsed this out, right? And I reached up to bite the drip tip off and poured water down my shirt. So yeah. All right.
Whoops.
So there you go.
Yeah,
That's me.
we don't have to worry about that, Aries, but um there's new stuff. Well, what's cool is we're using it's called closing lock. So people can take a picture of their ID and it double checks the information on the front with the information on the back and compares it with the DMV database.
I forgot
So
to
we can
clean
tell
this.
if they're using a fraudulent ID, which is pretty neat. It tells you how long their cell phone or their email's been active, and it'll tell you their location. So if they're telling you, oh, yeah, I am in North Carolina, but when they complete closing lock, it states that they completed it in fucking Zimbabwe. It's pretty cool. Um, I no, you have to call Scott. The good thing is the courthouse is literally right down the road that way. It's like 5 minutes away. I can be there and park in 5 minutes. Whereas prior to, I had to drive all the way to downtown Newport News, which is all the way. I when I lived in Lee Hall, I lived at one end. So Newport News is a very long, narrow peninsula. I lived at the northern end, and the courthouse was at the southern end. So it was, and you can't really get there via interstate. Um, it's a pain in the ass, and then you gotta run the gauntlet of all the fucking homeless people that they let hang out in the fucking parking lot over there. You can take the risk of parking at City Hall for free, unless you get a ticket, or you gotta pay to park. So Hampton doesn't have paid parking, and it's right there. So that's pretty cool, but I would prefer not to do it unless it's something interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just don't like that I have to call. You're just adding something else to my fucking list that I have to do. Uh-oh.
I'm
My
trying to
My beverage is
not
empty.
put too much cotton in here because this thing does not like when you put too much cotton. So I'm stripping back enough to where this fits in there close, but not too tight.
I could have cut your strips perfect.
Yeah, I'm using the other kind of cotton, so I have to guess on these. So.
What other kind of cotton?
The stuff that came from DCF or WRC or whatever they call themselves now.
We don't have any empty bot. We have and one empty bottle. It is in the recycling box to go out. Well, your luck is just shitty tonight, John Q. Good thing it's not really real money, right? Damn it, Cloud Chucker. Be careful, man. Don't spill the cock.
Turn, Cloud Chucker. Watch where you're going, man.
So, I never thought I'd be irritated by the existence of baby geese.
Oh my gosh.
Got baby geese around my office, so at least 15 times a day I hear, "Oh my God, my babies are outside!" She made Steve go outside and take a fucking picture of the geese, and then wanted me to come look out the window in case he got attacked. I was a little busy, but Aries, not really. You know how to disarm a goose real quick? Just hug it. They don't know what to do with themselves. They kind of freeze up, and then they'll try to rip your arm off, but it's a goose, so it doesn't really hurt. But yeah, the babies are cute, but really, I mean, they're out there all the time. You've seen one baby goose, you've seen 100. Yeah. I've been on edge lately, so her daughter comes in to help. Her daughter's very nice.
I know where this is going.
Her daughter just giggles at fucking everything, right? And I'm like, I want what she's on. And my coworker was like, I'm pretty sure it's Xanax. But everything no matter what you say to her, it's it
She
drives,
does.
it enrages me. She walks in, you say hi to her, she giggles. What the fuck? It's so funny. It bugs the fuck out of me. And what am I supposed to say? Stop giggling. You're too fucking happy. Vapor's bad boy said, "Hurry up."
You're too happy. Come join the miserable crowd over here.
She doesn't have to be miserable, but what are you giggling at? Hi, can I help you? Kitty cat? She just put her paw on my shoulder. It just, she, everybody irritates me. They breathe too loud. She leaves staples all over the floor. Does she think there's a magic fairy that comes in behind her and cleans all that shit up? Do they think when they don't put their dishes in the dishwasher or they rinse out their oatmeal bowls and leave crud all over in the sink that there's a magic fucking cleaning fairy that just comes behind them and picks all that up? Does she realize that the magic cleaning fairy is me? You're a grown ass adult. Clean up after yourself. I've never seen an Egyptian goose. Canadian geese are pretty fucking mean. Um, but and just so you know, they are all bird. There's not a lot of feather. That's all bird. They don't really like it when you hug them either. But if you've got popcorn, they don't really, they'll put up with it for popcorn. He did not leave when I hugged him. When I finally let him go, he just looked at me like, "What the fuck, lady?" And then proceeded
This is
to
why I
stand
like
around and
this
wait for more
RTA.
popcorn.
You literally can just put the chimney on top. Boom. And now it's all sealed and nice and neat. And you just screw the top back on. Very nice feature about that. All right, I'm not
We
going
had one of those too, Scott. She made me look like I was fucking Mary Poppins, but she quit. Um, I thought that nobody could get more negative and just generally irritated at the world than I was until they hired her. And then I'm like, damn, she's kind of, everybody that I talked to was like, I don't want her to handle my stuff. She's not nice. She's mean. She acts like I am a waste of her time and I am an inconvenience. And it's like, well, you are, but that's not the point. Um,
to.
exactly, John Q. Well, and here's another thing, right, that makes me feel absolutely awful. She is on Xanax. That's not a joke because her teenage son was killed in a car accident after homecoming. So she's got some trauma there. So for her to be as happy as she is, you go, girl. I don't want to piss on her parade, but it
I'm glad it
irritates.
works for her because that stuff does nothing for me. I mean, I've tried it. You didn't see me tee hee heeing.
No. Hi, Nick. How you
Congratulations,
doing?
Nick. I'm glad you landed safely. You're not already at
Yeah.
Bad Apples, right? I would think, but
Well, he's way fucking early. If he is, it doesn't start till next week, right?
they don't care. People show up to that place way in advance. I mean, that's how you get the good parking. Camp spots.
It irritates me, John Q. And I told my boss to get rid of the cleaning crew because it was ridiculously expensive and it was unnecessary. Because I figured in a small office of what, 4 or 5 people, that people would be able to clean up after themselves. I
Oh
was horribly incorrect at that. And
my
I have
God.
to pee again. What?
This is so good. I can't even begin to tell you how good this is.
Is it Nilla Nuts?
This is the golden. I think I picked the exact right time, the right steep time. I wish I knew exactly when this was made. I might could find out. because however long this steeped, it is delicious right now. This is so good. 140 watt. Damn you, Cloud Chucker. This is only 0.32. If I go that high, it's going to melt some stuff. Now, granted, I might go a little higher. I'm at 80 watts. I think I already have it on watt boost anyway. I mean, this thing will do 400, I do believe. So let's go with 90 watts right now. Wow. That is supreme, very good right there. I broke in the cotton enough to where there's no cotton nasty taste or clean sock taste, whatever you want to call it. That's completely gone. This is just straight up flavor right now. That's good. Trash bag, you know,
I can smell your nuts walking down the hallway.
this is why I didn't have to buy one of those smoke machines for my paramotor. I just vape this and blow a big old cloud behind me.
You need to laugh at my joke, sir.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said I could smell your nuts coming down the hallway.
Well, damn, I may need to wash my ass. Come smell my nuts.
I don't need to. I can smell them all the way in
Well,
here.
I was gonna say the other word, but I want you to come in here and try them anyway.
Come try my nuts.
I was gonna say something else. That would not be good for the show, probably.
So look, back in the day,
Watch, she's gonna try my nuts.
look, Dave actually is like, let me try that. Let me hit
Exactly,
your mod.
Nick. There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
Did you hear me?
What?
I said back in the day, Dave was like, let me hit your mod. Let me try it. So after he did, I said, you know, you just tasted Scuba-ness.
Her ex-husband was vaping Scuba nuts. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's good. You know, Higgy's has a born on date.
They usually have a born on date. I don't think that one has it. It's really good though. I don't know how long that one's been steeping. I would say 6 months to be fair. To be fair. Scuba doesn't plug his vape in. He gets fuel for it. Right, trash bag? So he wants the flavor of his nuts to run across her tongue and
All right, damn, Aries.
I don't even know. I started reading that and I was like, whoa, I'm going a little too far here.
That is paid
This is
content
pay per
only,
view
sir.
right now, man.
Will said I'm in.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't used mine in a long time. Is it still charged? Yeah,
This
it's
is
still
really
got-
good, guys. I kid you not. I don't know what it is about Nilla nuts. It seems like the longer it steeps, the better it gets. It just boom, boom, boom. And I think the main kicker with this, and the reason I haven't been vaping is because I let it sit for a while because it had some juice in there that was okay. It's just not one I really, it wasn't an all day vape, put it that way. So I let it sit and I was vaping these pods, but this tastes so good. I honestly could vape this and leave the pods alone, which I'm at the point now where I'm like, damn, I'm a pod junkie. I vape pods
You
like
are
crazy.
a pod junkie.
So I
So-
want to start vaping mods again.
I don't have a cord to charge this.
You're a funny, trash bag. You don't have a cord. Oh, I got cords. I got
Bring me a
cords for
cord.
days. What do you mean bring you a cord?
You heard me, motherfucker.
What?
Chop chop, bitch.
You don't need the power plug, right? You just need a
No.
cord.
Yeah.
All right, I got you a cord.
Because it's at 4%.
Oh, that's not good. You're not supposed to let it.
Well, what do you want me to do, sir?
You're gonna be lucky if it charges.
It'll charge.
Cloud Chucker, she broke the cardinal rule. She let her lithium battery get down to 4%. Mine is at 70
It's
something.
not dead.
16. Mine's at 69 right now. Just saying.
He had well, yeah, I don't know, John Q. He's deaf, so he's got to turn everything up to like 8,000.
I'm getting in this one. I might win. Rob myself.
I want to get in.
Get in there. Get in there. Get it wise hot. Get it wise hot. I know you can go live with your phone. I can go live with GoPros. I have not been able to figure out how to go live with the Ace Pro 2 camera yet. Which is this guy. There's probably a way to do it. I'll look it up on YouTube. If there is, what I want to try to do is when we do get to the fly-in, that Will's not going to be at because he's going to Bad Apples because he's a sellout.
Slacker.
I'll try to do a live video from there. And nobody go watch Will or Shane or anybody's video from Bad Apples because they're all going without me.
Will's taking his black wiener to Georgia.
He is taking his black wiener to Georgia. That Fat Tucker's gonna be at, right?
That's
Hey,
all right.
I don't blame you at all, Will.
We'll just get all of Dee Dee's food all to ourselves. Hopefully,
Oh
they'll
my
make
gosh! You
chicken
know
and
Dee Dee's
dumplings
gonna
again.
cook up. She gonna cook up some good groceries. Although they
And-
are gonna have a barbecue truck at Bad Apples, and they also got
Whatever. I can go to a food truck anytime. I cannot get Dee Dee to cook for me anytime.
yeah.
Now we've got that new cooler, so I'm not going to give myself E. coli this time. So that's a plus.
Each robbers gets 6 million coins each. What? What?
Woohoo!
They got the Dyson fan? Yo, man, we balling. Let's go spend some money. I'm gonna buy a new paramotor.
I don't think you can cash in the
I'm
scuba coins.
cashing
for
in
that.
my scuba bucks on a new paramotor.
I don't think the scuba coins have backing.
6 million coins. That's awesome, man. A USC Falcon. Did you see the F-18 that I got, Aries? You can. Well, really? I changed my background again. We just had our air show here. Where's it at? Oh, it's right here. We had our
How
air
the
show
hell's
here.
Will got
and
4 million
I got the
coins?
Cobra right there, and then I just bought this F-18 this year at the air show. They got a bunch of planes, obviously, but and tanks, and they had submarines, which I wanted to get a submarine really bad, but he only
How
put
does
one on
Aries
display.
have 997 million coins?
I don't know. Aries must be watching on the sly.
So it only counts watch time if you type in chat.
Yeah.
So if you ghost, it doesn't count.
Yeah, if you ghost, you lose.
I mean, you're still on the intro though, so
You give me 6 million for my vicious Aunt Spade? Well, damn. What a deal, Cloud Chucker.
right?
I just want that vicious Aunt Spade that's right up there. Well, that's one of them. The other one is hid away because it's so pretty.
hmm You missed it, Will. The last seat got took before you before you joined.
Aries made me start buying red and black mods. Not to mention white and black because of the Stormtrooper. Well, the white I already kind of liked, but I didn't really buy red. I would buy blue everything. But finally, I was like, I got too many blue mods. I need some damn red ones. So I started getting some red ones. I mean, this is red. Anything like this, well, this is a little pulse. But yeah, I just started getting some red and black mods just because I was like, I need a different color. I got so many damn blue mods. It's like, damn, man, what are you trying to do here? I'm probably going to break something spinning this around.
Yeah, you need to get rid of that and get something more like Cloud Chucker set up. His is all fancy and shit.
This is fancy and shit.
It is not. That is a janky ass fucking Goodwill stand.
That is the Bombay stand right there. Because red and black's a great combo. Hey, I got nothing against it. Hell, it matches my scissors from Harbor Freight.
You did Rachel show you the scissors that Ashley got her for her anniversary?
She did.
So did she tell you the story behind the scissors?
No.
So she had asked Jeff for a pair of scissors, and she said it was like an act of Congress because Jeff was like, "Why do you need scissors? There's scissors in the office." It took her like a month to get a pair of fucking scissors. So you saw hers, Rachel's fucking scissors.
Yeah. They have literally engraved her scissors.
Yes.
Rachel's fucking scissors on the side of the scissors.
Yes.
And the other side's got the name of the company, which I thought was pretty cool.
Ashley was concerned that Jeff would not approve of the engraving that say Rachel's fucking scissors. I said, well, look, nobody needs to be touching fucking Rachel's fucking scissors. So
yeah, nobody's gonna be reading her scissors anyway.
You mean these Aries? So I put these on the supply list and got a two pack and brought a pair home for me. These are my cotton scissors. They are not to be used for anything but cotton. And these are my Westcott titanium scissors.
Yeah, I tried I don't even know what I tried. I don't know why sometimes my tweezers will bend back the opposite way. I'm like, what am I doing to my tweezers, man?
I don't know. That's why I bought a new pair, and you're not allowed to touch them in my car.
Now
Somebody was using them to like pry shit open. You can't grab whiskers with scissors that have been used to pry stuff.
Most of the scissors aren't the scissors we have at work, Westcotts? They look like them. They look okay. Yeah, they're decent scissors. I got no problem with those scissors at work.
They're really good for arts and crafts projects.
Yeah. What else has happened? Well, the neighbor tried to offer me a zero turn for almost the price of a new one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, dude. Not to mention that the motor that's on that zero turn is crap, and I really don't have to have a zero turn.
Look,
I just like them.
Mr. Leonard is just trying to do some, or wait, no. What's his name? Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Is just trying to do some wheeling and dealing.
He is, but I'm not. He knows I'm too smart for that.
Our neighbor had literally the entirety of his house in the front yard last weekend. I don't know if he was going. He had a dumpster for a while in the driveway, and then the dumpster disappeared, and then all of his belongings were in the front yard. And we were like, "Are you moving or are you cleaning?" He's like, "Something like that." Which one?
Cloud Chucker, I will be honest with you. I don't trust Facebook Marketplace. I've found some really good deals on Marketplace, and anytime I've ever messaged the person about it, never get a reply. And most of the deals are too good to be true, and that makes me sketchy about it already. I just don't trust Facebook Marketplace.
Look,
really.
Slappy turned me on to the deal for estate sales.
Yeah.
Now, I have not gone to any of them, but I do go look at that page, and some of the shit. What's weird is not only do you get first crack at the actual belongings from the estate sale, you get first crack at all the shit that they have to use to stage all the belongings. So, like all of the big plastic wall racks that hold shit, you can get those for like $30 a piece, where they're like 100 at fucking Costco or whatever. I do not belong at an estate sale.
John Q, I can only guess.
Blow all my money. Probably not $1.50.
$1.07 or whatever your state sales
Look.
tax is.
John Q, I'm gonna tell you, I would not pay any more than like $3 for a pair of scissors, which is why I co-opted a pair
Oh
from
no, I
work.
paid almost $200 for a pair of scissors for the X.
What?
Well, they're
Well,
for
those are
cutting
for
hair.
work.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
there's some nice scissors, but
And that's yeah. Actually, y'all could have written that shit off on your fucking taxes if you itemized.
right. She cut her fingers so many times with them scissors I can't even begin to count, because they're like razor sharp. What's
well, yeah.
up, Daniel?
I mean, you
How
need
you
a
doing?
good pair of scissors for that.
Hey, Will, Danny's supposed to be going to Bad Apples. I don't know if you saw that, but
Epic.
you
That's
might
epic.
you might get to see some epic flying down there.
Danny, I'm just picking on you. It's epic. I giggle every time you get. It's amazing. It's epic. Your enthusiasm is uplifting and irritating at the same time.
Super epic. There you go.
Super
Epic. Hey, that's his thing, and
you know what? I love it for him that he is just so excited about everything, because I am not. Yeah. So yeah, he's just super stoked about all the things. I love that for him.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm
I
the
mean,
same
it's
way
kind of
about
irritating,
flying.
but
I don't.
yeah.
And the people that do acro and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, if you want to do acro, you do you. I just don't have an interest in it, really.
I mean, they didn't say how many dollars, John Q. They could say it's, maybe
Foot dragon's fine, but
somewhere around
acro-
$1.50 store.
What was I saying? Oh, I still need to test my wing. If the wind has been nuts here, man. It's been windy every single day, over 12 miles an hour every day. And either it's too hot and I don't feel like going out there and doing it, or it's too windy. I'll catch a good day, maybe sometime this weekend.
Yeah, pretty much, Scott.
Yeah, it has been.
So
Dan.
here's my thing, right? Like, if I look out the I look out the window and he's like, it's windy as hell. I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not. Have y'all not? Can you comprehend the change in your thinking from it's windy now to what you before you flew? Because what y'all consider windy, and I get it, I understand. I get winds aloft. I understand all of that shit.
Right.
I'm a weather nerd. I kind of dig that stuff. That's why I sat through fucking what's his name? Kyle's training twice, because he is also a weather nerd and I enjoy that stuff. So I understand it. But when you look out the window and go, it's windy as hell out there, and it's like, that's barely a breeze. That's not even open window worthy breeze.
Because
y'all
you
see
are well
the difference,
aware,
right?
when we thought it wasn't that windy and I let you try to kite my wing and it lift your butt off the ground, then you know what windy is.
I haven't gotten up that fast off the ground in many, many years, sir.
She put flying back on the table. She did, Will. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe
I did not.
I kind of brought it up, but
Will, I know how to get to Georgia. I will come find you. I will steal your wiener and sabotage you somehow. Your wiener likes me.
You did what, Silent? What?
You did well.
Wow.
Well,
is that what took you so long to come back?
I'd still be in a coma. Weed ain't like it used to be. I can't.
Well, he
handle
never had the used to be old stuff, because it's his first time.
Woo!
He started off really strong.
You're more of an astronaut than fucking Katy Perry there now, Silent. I can't. I used to be awake and bake all fucking day long, and
Linda,
I cannot handle
I'm pretty
this
sure
new shit.
somebody at that fly-in will be doing tandem flights. I mean,
yeah, Gorilla is for $100 a fucking piece.
No, but Gorilla's doing it at Bad Apples. She's talking about Torchport.
Oh,
Hopefully, because Gorilla used to do it for free. He's just now starting to charge. So Gorilla's gonna charge $100 now for tandem flights, which honestly, you pay $60 to go parasailing for what, 15 minutes? You can actually go fly on a paramotor for, I think they do at least 20 minutes on that flight for $100. It's a great deal, I think.
What?
So,
Hold on. This is very important. Silent. What drug are you going to do next? Because you need to be very careful.
yeah.
Shrooms are always safe. Shrooms are safe. Make sure you know, for shrooms, cheddar cheese popcorn. That way you won't taste it. But you will feel nauseous. It'll make you want to throw up. Just fight it. Okay.
And this is where
I
we
was gonna
get
say,
banned.
if you're heading towards the slopes, I'll just say they have test kits that you can buy. I would suggest you do that because that is very, very risky. And I would not try that. Fentanyl and cross contamination
Oh no,
is
you
no
don't want to
fucking
mess with that
joke.
stuff. All them people dying from that.
Yeah. But yeah, silent.
Yeah,
A
this.
handful of like the Smart Food white cheddar popcorn, or you can make it into a tea. But if you're gonna eat them instead of put them in a tea, they taste horrible, and
They
you
do
will
taste
feel
horrible. They
you
taste
will
terrible.
get nauseous. Maybe after about 15, 20 minutes, just
Hi,
ignore it.
Tiger.
It only lasts for about 20 minutes. I've never done DMT. I know people who have. Acid after doing shrooms. I probably would not do acid again because shrooms give you everything that acid does without uh, the unpleasant side effects. Yeah, the fucking weed these days. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's something
Yeah,
serious compared to what it
yeah.
used to be.
Except for the lockjaw, Wally, and yeah. Um, I mean, my son-in-law's done DMT. He enjoyed it. I don't.
I would hope not,
I have
John
never
Q.
done that.
I would hope not.
I don't know that anybody intentionally does that recreationally.
You're right, Will. You never know what we're going to talk about on this show. I don't even know Munchkin. Well, Silent brought it up. We're just going off what chat said, you know.
Yeah, and silent. If you get too high, just snacks. That's all I gotta say.
You're
You
going to
can
go to Jamaica where it
Yeah.
really comes from? Oh, it's going
Yeah.
to be even stronger there.
Yeah. If you get too high, just start eating and eat your way to where you feel normal again. Well, not normal, but
Vapor's bad boy, you should have said that
tolerable.
earlier. It's kind of too late to
Yeah.
try and get a link and get you to join now. But yeah, maybe next week you could jump on if you're around.
I've never had it randomly come back later, but with acid, for me, it lasted too long to be enjoyable. And I didn't like the tension that came with it, where you're grinding your teeth and I didn't like that part. Shrooms, all day. It's great. I'm skexy and I know it. All right, so that's my own little inside joke from last time I did shrooms. Cleaning up dog shit in a fucking
You did acid in the 80s?
in an owl hoodie. Yeah.
Never did acid. Never, ever.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Blotter
me.
acid. Yeah. Again, I didn't like the tension that came with that. You don't get that with shrooms. But you don't.
Mescaline?
I've never
No.
done mescaline.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, you don't even want to drink? Really? Drinking is probably, well, see, this is the thing about drinking. You don't know if you're one of those types that if you start drinking, you can't stop and just become an alcoholic. Some people develop
Sure
that
will.
and then they can't stop drinking. So don't start something you
Yeah.
can't stop.
Mescaline is peyote. Yes, he has silent.
Yeah, of course. Silent.
Yeah, but I'm wondering,
You had to look up DMT.
does Jamaica have the normal weed instead of the shit grown and fucking hydroponically where it's all fucking
I took an
I,
ibuprofen once. What?
yeah. The weed they have nowadays, it's just it's too much. I'm used to my weed tasting like the Tide it was shipped from Mexico in. I do like shrooms though. Those are interesting. I mean, we or drinking can be an issue. Some people turn into binge drinkers.
I'm not going to judge you, John Q.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
Yeah,
move up
Wally,
to some Sudafed or something next.
it's to me, I know there's a difference between indica and sativa, but it's all too good. Again, I'm used to Mexican dirt weed, having to fucking peel that shit apart in wafers. I don't. So when back in the day when I smoked weed, right? The good weed that you could get that cost you $80 a quarter for the good weed was nice. Hey,
Well,
CDC,
CDC, I didn't see you in there. What do you mean? Nobody said, hey, you haven't said anything, have you?
Fluffy buttage where you could see the crystals. It didn't taste like laundry detergent, and that was decent.
Oh, there
that is fucking mid now. Exactly. It'll get you higher than a paramotor in a thunderstorm.
He did
it's
say
too much.
hey when he came in.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I apologize. Did not see you say hey when you came in, CDC. We were probably talking about drugs or something.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's just.
I would say so, Silent.
Normal. Yeah.
Go find Willie Nelson. He's probably our Snoop Dogg. One of them two will have the best stuff.
Silent. The only advice I can give to you is make sure you always have a beverage, because fucking cotton mouth ain't no joke, and snacks.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know, because that's the shit they got now is too much.
California has the best. I don't even know. I don't keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got coke. Will that's different. I don't think weed was his bag, but that's
look at there.
That's what the test strips are for.
7 shell tan bamboo glass storage display. But see, that glass is that smoked
okay, Silent.
glass.
But can you outsmoke Willie? Because Snoop couldn't.
Nobody can outsmoke Willie.
No. There's actually a song. Toby Keith did a song that said, I will never smoke weed with Willie again.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
I can outsmoke Snoop Dogg. Dude, you would be in a coma. After a couple hits, what's wrong? He'd be like, what's wrong, dog? What's wrong?
So that's your Snoop impression. I think Martha Stewart could probably do a
I wasn't trying
Snoop.
to do his impression.
Improvise. I remember my BFF right after it became legal in Washington State. She went to go see her son, right? And she stayed at a hotel. And she called me all excited. And she's like, I would have never believed that I could go downstairs in the lobby of the hotel, and next to all the brochures for the different sightseeing things, that I could pick up a brochure for a dispensary and they would come pick my ass up at the hotel and take me to these different dispensaries and then drop my ass back off. She was so excited. And yeah, she was just completely stoked with that shit.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice, Cloud Chucker. I like it. That doesn't look like the one in the link, which is weird. That one's got a nice,
just like Willie Nelson
glass front cover.
I don't think that's weird, Will. I think our tastes and our views on the world change as we get older. So you start identifying with some things a little bit more than you used to when you were younger. We do see you, Vapors Bad Boy.
Hello, Vapors bad boy. We see you.
Shit, I've drove around.
Super
Me and
love.
some friends of mine drove around in a blizzard and smoked ourselves straight. That's hard to do. But we did it.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, I mean, that's it's a decent cabinet, depending on what the wood's made out of. Because I mean, you could probably get something similar to that at IKEA. Just guessing for way cheaper. Now, it would take you 4 hours to build it, but it would be nice. I'm
It
assuming.
depends on whether you read the instructions or not. And hey, you know, drug cultures. Love you too, Vapors bad boy.
We're not
Drug
gay though.
drug culture. It depends on how you look at it, because in all societies and all, even when you look at these indigenous tribes in
That
countries,
throws me all off.
even the ones that have never had contact with people,
Did
with the
you see
outside
that?
world,
That
drugs have been a thing. It's a ritual. It's a, what's the
he
word I'm
said,
looking for here?
love you gays, and then right after that, Linda had to say trans, and I'm like, wait, where's this chat going?
She said he had a Trans Am.
I know, but I saw gays and then I
Right.
saw trans.
So apparently my glasses don't work as much as I thought I did, because I saw love you guys, not love you gays. But
well, see, there you go.
yeah,
He
it's
said guys earlier.
it's always been a ritual thing. There you go, an integral part of this society. Now, drug culture, as we know it now, is a little different than the way it used to be. But I the weed is too strong for me now. I don't enjoy it. It gives me anxiety, gives me heart palpitations. It's too strong. If I can figure out a dosage to where I am pleasantly high for a couple hours and then go to sleep.
No, like your son-in-law, that butter that he made with that food, and we
God
ate
damn. Yeah.
it. And I laid down in the bed, and I was like, I don't even think I can get higher than this.
And we did.
And it just kept
Continually
getting
for like 6
stronger and
hours.
stronger. I was laying in the bed going, please stop getting stronger. Please
Right.
stop getting. And it wouldn't stop. I was like, oh my God.
So like those crispy blunts, one little tiny bite
Oh yeah.
will have me the way that it used to be, where you're just relaxed and you're just chill and everything just slides off your back like
Those
water
things
on
are
duck's
strong.
feathers.
I wonder how many milligrams are in those, because
Yeah,
they're
but you know they say one of those is one serving. We would be dead if we ate an entire
we
one
just
of those.
ate a
I just take a
knuckle piece,
bite. Yeah.
and that's it. And those things will lay you out.
So
Crispy
silent.
blunts.
It's my
Like candy.
experience. Nobody laces weed intentionally, because that's not a good way to get repeat customers. Yeah. And even the stuff that's got fentanyl in it is not laced intentionally, because nobody wants to kill their customers. It's a supply chain issue. It's called cross contamination, and all it takes is a little tiny bit. So you could buy a batch from your buddy, and one part of it's fine, the next one is not. That's why they have test strips.
Oh yeah, be careful there, Scott.
I don't think that's even ever occurred to my boss, now that he knows that we have all experimented, especially when I told him that he had weed chocolate in his fridge at work for about a week or two. You just can't keep that in there. I said, well, I wasn't going to let you eat it. I would have snatched it out of your hand. I knew what it was. I don't think that's an issue. Because weed is really the only thing they ever test for, because all the other stuff gets out of your system. Weed is probably the only thing that is based. The more fat you have on your body, the longer it stays in your system and is detectable. Nothing else does. Cocaine metabolizes in like 72 hours and is untraceable. So drug testing is bullshit. It always has been.
It is legal in Virginia, Nick. which
Wally,
is
they have some.
surprising.
Give me the lowest amount possible.
And you know how we know it's legal in Virginia? Because every day on the way to work, I apparently get behind the car that's smoking weed. I can
Don't
smell
you?
it in my car
Stoners
every day.
have the best snacks ever. Do you think a sober person came up with the pizza pretzel at Sam's Club? Are you fucking kidding me? No. No, they didn't. We wouldn't have half the snack foods we have if it wasn't for high people. And the other Nick, you need to move to Virginia. Come on, bring it.
Yeah.
I can tell you where you need to go. Chesapeake is probably the only place you can go right now, aside from the outskirts of New Kent, where you can still be in the country but close to the city.
He could go to Gloucester. Gloucester is a Class G
Well,
airspace.
You could. They
He's
got stuff
look,
out there
you
too.
got to think of it. He's a paramotor pilot.
Exactly.
You don't want to
Or-
go where you can't fly, like where
Or-
we're at.
Scott, the extra crunchies at Long John Silver's
When you
definitely,
could fly here,
definitely
you just got
high.
to get freaking permission from Langley, which sucks. I hate having to call for permission.
See, I think if Scuba did a show on like a Saturday or Sunday, Speed would make an appearance.
It is very possible. Speed.
Silent a
works all week
dispensary is
long.
probably the best case you can do. And if you tell them what you're looking for, they can tailor your experience to you. Because those people that work at those dispensaries, they know their shit.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of
Yeah.
like lots of the houses in Gloucester have land. So you literally could grow stuff there and fly and land there, no problem.
Yeah, and hey, trash bag, those Girl Scouts, hey, there's a dispensary. I'm gonna set up and send some Girl Scout cookies right outside this motherfucker. Yes, and you can grow here, Nick. You just can't buy it, and you can't trade it.
Yet.
So you can't give somebody weed for mowing your grass. You can give it away. But you can't trade it. Which there's so much gray area. But you can have, I think, up to 4 plants for your personal use.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, it's just too strong for me. I like the feeling I used to get from it. I don't get that anymore.
Ask Speed to come back.
That changed right about the time that I started going skiing, because for me, I could not do those two things at one time. Even though some people did, to me, it was one or the other. And after that, I didn't seem to like it anymore.
Oh man. I am seriously getting the bug. I'm glad that we only got a couple weeks to go before I get to go to this flying, because it's what? When do we go? The beginning of March? It seems like it's been forever, man. I only got that one flight and it was only, 20 minutes tops? And then I broke my prop because of being an idiot. That was a really rookie mistake. I don't know why I did that. I was in a hurry, and I've always told myself don't be in a hurry, but I did, and that's what it cost me a prop and part of my cage, which I fixed, but still. Yeah, because my first flight, man, the wing came up perfect, took right off, no problem. It was just a little bumpy, so I decided to land. Not a big deal.
It's better that it cost you a prop than a finger.
Yeah, oh, definitely. 1 week till Expo. Nice, Cloud Chucker. See, I wish we still had freaking vape conventions here. We just don't have them.
It would be all disposables and fucking weed shit.
The older lady hit a kid's joint at the LZ today, and she did not have a good time. Well, don't try stuff you're not used to. Well, I'll try it. and then not have a good time. That's not good. And right when I ran out of drink, it's almost time to go. I
No,
gotta tell
I
you,
mean that's the whole point that, I don't want to have not a good time. I enjoyed skiing. Um,
yeah.
but then again, I also really enjoy sleeping. So that was that they conflicted each other. But now that it's so risky, I don't think I want to go skiing. I mean, I
Um,
do, but it's not worth the risk.
you're 5 hours ahead of us, so if you'd have to wait till later in the day for it to be viable for us. So 3 p.m. your time would be like 10 here. Sometime after that, so maybe 4 or 5
King,
p.m. your
King
time.
Cobra, what Girl Scout cookie did you try? And cookies are meant to be sweet, my
You can
dude.
go another hour.
I mean,
Listen to
damn.
Scott.
I don't care. I'm drinking.
I'm
I've
out
got
of
to.
drink.
Well, make another one, motherfucker. Yeah, you got it. They're cookies. Of course, they're sweet. They're cookies. And you only get like 16 of them in a sleeve. So, for
What?
$5, he said he tried Girl Scout cookies. Somebody brought them back from the US and it's like instant diabetes.
No, he's over in the UK, Nick. So
Yeah.
he's across the pond. That's why he's 5 hours ahead of us. Yeah, we got people that come here from all over the world.
Yeah, so it's fucking 2, 3 a.m. They're sweet, not sweat. I know, it's amazing. And the silent cookies are sweet. I would have never thought.
Boots is
So, y'all UK people, do you know who Josh and Jace are? Your fellow UKans that have decided to come over to the States. Apparently, one of them, and I'm pretty sure it was set up, but he posted the other day that he found an energy drink that he really, really liked, and it was delicious. And he's been drinking one every morning, and he was drinking Four Loco instead of an energy drink.
9 a.m. USA time. No, I'm counting 5 hours. 10. Say it's 10 o'clock here. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 p.m. That's 5 hours.
They
3
don't have
p.m.
Girl
where you
Scouts
are
over there,
would
Willie.
be 10 a.m. here.
I just called him Willie. They don't.
Well, now if their time zone doesn't change, so maybe they're 4 hours ahead now.
I think they've caught up by now. I think they're
So-
still 5.
Maybe he would have to go live at 4 p.m. to where we'd be awake.
It's still. Four Loco does have caffeine. It doesn't have the guarana and the other stuff. Chocolate chip. All right. I am not aware of any Girl Scout cookies that have chocolate chip. They are mint, which are called thin mints. They have some Samoas, which are coconut and chocolate. There are these little funky brownie things. They've got shortbread cookies,
I got tagalongs, which are peanut butter.
tagalongs, which are peanut butter. They do not have any chocolate chip Girl Scout cookies. But yeah, they're all sweet. They're all super sweet. Like I said, it's $5 a box. You only get 16. Like I think it's like 8 cookies per sleeve. So yeah, they need to be like super sweet. But Samoas are the best. I love them. I actually found a recipe to make them, and I had to lose it very quickly because, yeah, that would be bad. I got accosted by the Girl Scouts outside of Costco and bought several boxes. I don't see if I'm gonna eat a shortbread cookie, I buy the Danish shortbread cookies, the ones in the little tartan boxes. Those are the cookies you're supposed to use to make the Samoas, by the way. Um, well, unless they were in a box that had the Girl Scout logo on them, they were not Girl Scout cookies. They do not have anything that is chocolate chip for Girl Scout cookies. And they never have.
Oh, that
Oh,
random
well,
box of crap. We also got a box of disposable silverware
oh yeah.
and a box of thank you cards. I can't think of what. Oh, and a selfie light that you sit your phone on so you can take selfies.
I told them about the selfie, the
Oh,
ring
okay.
light.
I just couldn't remember all the stuff that came
And
in it.
Thin Mints in the
box.
freezer are given. Just like, do y'all like Charleston chews? So they sell at Dollar General, Family Dollar, whatever, for $1 or $1.25, the movie theater box of the miniature Charleston chews, so they're bite size. Put them bitches in the freezer. Oh my God, they're so good.
They're pretty good. I don't. The frozen ones I didn't like. Is I like when they thaw out a little bit, because then it's a creamy caramel type taste instead
I mean,
of,
I'll eat Thin Mints, but Samoas are the best.
yeah.
Those are the best. Those are
They
hands
just don't put
down
enough Samoas in there.
the best. How can you be so itty bitty and fucking yank my chair back like that, ma'am?
Why is my camera? My camera decided to turn on me. Hold on. I don't know what it's doing. It's like doing its own thing.
She's climbing up on my face.
That is so
Do,
weird that the camera went way over there.
do you think I cannot see you?
It's not on AI companion or anything. It just decided it was gonna turn. Thanks, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, I was just noticing it when I came back here. The chocolate, yeah, those are the tag-alongs, Silent. I like those too, honestly.
I don't like this.
I like
I'd
those.
rather eat a Reese cup.
The ones we had at work, I ate all those. What had happened when you re-aided your hand?
It said it happened when you raised your hand. Can you not speak
Oh.
Taiwanese?
Oh, it happened when you re-aided your hand. Gotcha.
Raised.
I don't.
You know what he meant.
Yeah,
raised.
but
What the
it's
fuck
not-
is re-aided?
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No wonder. Hold on. I gotta look over here. It's AI tracking's not on. I can turn it on. See, now it'll track me. Which is cool because it's like having your own film crew. Like, hey guys, follow me over here. What's up? Then we walk over here. Yeah, you can do that, but
Why does she do this to me?
I don't know, because it looks like you have on a black fur coat right now.
I do. Its name is Smokey. Can I help you?
So I turned it off. I'm not going to raise my hand anymore. I'm like, I did not raise my hand. You ate a fiber bar. Oh.
Oh, Linda, you have no idea. So many years ago, my neighbor, his wife, worked for the newspaper. And he came over and said, hey, there's a promotion going on for the newspaper that's expired. And we've got all of these fiber bars. Do you want them? And gave us an entire box of Fiber One bars attached to a flyer, right? So we had like 100 of these things. They were delicious. They were chocolate chip. I had no idea at that point in time what a Fiber One bar would do to you, especially if you ate like 3 or 4 of them in a row. You're going to learn today. It was bad, but they were really good.
Yes, just have a Fiber One bar. No problem.
I mean, if you ate one, it is no problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat more than one, that's where the problem
That's
comes
like,
in.
oh, I can get a bag of those sugar-free gummy bears, and how many is too many? You're going to find out.
Wait, John Q, did you just say what is a Charleston Chew? It's a candy bar, sir. And it's either Charleston, West Virginia, or Charleston, South Carolina, but they're delicious. It's nougat covered in chocolate.
Oh, y'all are
Google
trying
it.
to rob me again? I don't know if you can rob me
Do,
twice.
do I need to send you a box of Charleston chews so you can put them in your freezer? Because when you freeze them, when they're bite size, as soon as you bite into them, they shatter because it's nougat. But it immediately melts and then becomes chewy. So you get the crunch from the shatter, and then it's chewy and
They
chocolatey
won.
and
Holy
delicious. It's good shit, Junkie. I'm gonna have to. Now I gotta buy him some Charleston chews and send them. You haven't eaten your bag of dicks yet, though. So
I
why
don't
should
know.
I send you
John
chocolate?
Q's pretty critical about what he gets and whether or not he eats it. So who knows?
He sent me cheese curds though. So
He did. He did send
He
cheese
did.
cards.
hmm
At last, you won the VA spade. Cloud chucker.
See, that's what
VA
nougat.
spade that you speak of? I don't even know what you're
that-
talking about.
That's what nougat is. It's pretty much compressed marshmallows. They're delicious. But I will send you. I'm gonna buy a box and ship them to John Q because I still have his address. But you got to put them in the freezer. What do you want, Silent?
I'm hungry. Can you cook for us?
I got some chicken nuggets and some Japanese barbecue sauce. But our rice is crunchy, so I'd have to make more jasmine rice in the rice cooker.
Yeah, our rice. I don't know if rice can go bad just because, because she's vaping and the screen thing gets pissed. If I put my screen on, it'll do it too.
So
you disappear all
Q,
the time, Will.
it's more like nougat.
Yes, Creed,
it's
you are
not
right.
it's not like Peeps.
I need to go through the rest of this office. Hopefully, I got time enough this weekend. I've been kind of busy, dude. Last weekend I
Mac
set
and
up that
cheese.
generator, so this weekend, now that that's already done, I should have some time to go through here and find the piece that I'm missing, or either just get another one, or figure out something else I can use so I can make wire, because I do need to make some more. Yeah, that's going to be high on the priority list now.
You just parked yourself right here.
She just
Yeah,
she loves
I
you.
didn't either, CDC, but what's weird is before we moved here, she was very aloof. She did not really hang out with anybody. And then when we moved here, the only time she was ever not aloof is when she was in heat, and she became his best friend. And now she has just decided that she wants to be up my ass at all given moments.
Yeah, she's all about Munchkin until she's in heat, and then she comes and hangs with me 24/7. So
Yeah, she likes your feet too. She likes to rub on your feet.
yeah. But now that she's not in heat, then now she's all Munchkin and she literally grabs around her arm and holds on to her. Like, don't you leave me. And it's weird to see the cat do that, but that's what it does.
Yeah, she'll wrap her little paws around my arm.
20% off, but 20% off would have never equaled $300 off of that generator that I got. So
we don't need a third generator, John.
No,
Q.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Do
not getting
encourage
a third.
him.
I don't need another generator.
It's not a beer frother, so he doesn't need another
Beer
one.
frother, I do need. I need.
No,
to get one
you
of those.
don't.
I gotta have a beer frother for when Will comes up to Soar the Shore, because
Will's not coming because he's a slacker. He's going to fucking Bad Apples
That's
instead.
Spring Wing. I'm talking about Soar the Shore, which is in September.
Mm-hmm.
They can make that one, by God. There's no other stuff. I'm pretty. Dave Purdon's, I'm not sure when that is. I know they'll go there. I'd love to go to something like that. It's just making the time and the cost to go there is what really
It's
sucks.
just the fact that we don't have unlimited money and time off work to go to all these different fly-ins.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
She gets more time off work than I do, so I have to plan mine out really carefully. So
you damn right I got more time off than you do. I've been there for 9 years.
that's I'm not saying that. I'm just I got 3 more days added to my vacation, which will be this fly-in. Then I still have another 5 days.
You're welcome, y'all. Everybody got extra days because I pitched a fucking shit fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sell
And
one of your
everybody
10
benefited.
generators. I only have 2. I
Yeah,
have bought.
no, John Q. Don't encourage him.
This is how bad I am. I have bought 3 battery chargers since I got that generator. The last one I got, the reason I got it is because it has the same plug as the 5000. So I literally can plug the battery charger in there. It's a trickle charger. So it will keep the battery charged up where I don't have to go and start the thing every couple days to make sure the battery stays charged. So I know the 5000 is fine. The 3000 I'll still have to start up, but it's remote start. But then again, I can't start it in the basement because the carbon monoxide thing will shut it
You
down.
get more than I do. I only get
So I gotta
160
take it out.
hours.
But I got another charger that'll work on that one. I got 3. I don't know how many I got so many battery chargers now. It's ridiculous. But I like the one that I just got that hooks right into the 5000. That's nice. 170 hours off paid vacation. Damn. I don't know if I can get. I ain't no 170 hours for me. I get 83 hours.
I get 160.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the difference. She gets
Yeah.
160. I get 83. Which honestly, this year I kind of got a little slack cut in because we went to Nashville. That did not count against my vacation because it was a work trip. Even though we got wasted on our work trip.
Hey, it's not our fault they had an open bar.
Hey, open bar, man, you can't. I mean, if it's there, I'm gonna drink it. I'm just saying. That was fun, and I got a really nice shirt out of the deal. Not really a summertime shirt, but
It's a very soft shirt.
it's a very soft long sleeve shirt. Old Red has some nice.
Oh, that's
shirts.
a sweatshirt. I'm talking.
Yeah.
You didn't get that out of the deal. I bought that. We got a free T-shirt.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, the t-shirts that Soft Pro gave us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even worn that yet. One more seat available. Y'all mod heisting your asses off, I tell you. All right, we'll go to 10:30. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 18 minutes left. So we can do that, I guess. I'll stay on a little bit longer. Even though we really don't have anything to talk about. I mean, it's hard enough. I mean, most shows do an hour and they're gone. I somehow managed to fill 2 hours, and then when y'all asked me to go even longer, it's like, damn, what are we gonna talk about now? Look at that cat, man. It's just right up her rear. That cat is like, I'm going to rub on you and love on you constantly. Because the cat, when it's like bedtime, it's like, no, you're not leaving my sight at all.
I mean, I do get all that time off, John Q. It's just when do I get to take it? That's a different story. But
y'all did. Just saying. Y'all died.
this is very invasive, ma'am. You're just smashing your head into my face.
Oh, wow. Linda, I did not know that. So his parents was in a car accident? Damn, man. I think that Sean may eventually come back and start doing shows again. I don't know when that'll be. I don't know all the circumstances about what happened. Do not really care. The main thing I thought about Sean is he's actually trying to help people and teach paramotoring to people. So I don't see the problem in it at all. The business stuff, that's one thing, but he's
good intentions. Poor
he's got good
execution.
intentions, right? Yeah. So I got nothing against the guy. I don't know.
Other
what'll
than the
happen.
fact that he's an attention whore, but yeah.
Hey, he's not the only one that takes one video and breaks it up into 15 videos. It's like,
That's
damn.
not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
You know. I took a
What?
shit
I probably
today.
have less coins than Will Fly. Let me see if I can do my coin thing. I
He's
don't
got
know.
pretty-
I just won a bunch of coins though.
He's got pretty eyeballs, but
I got 15 million coins, and that's only because I just won 6 million coins. Otherwise, I'd be a lot lower. See, it says I've only watched the show 114 hours. That's bullcrap.
Because you don't type in your
I don't
own
type
chat.
in chat, so yeah, it's not gonna.
Holy shit! They got down. She got down.
She got down for a minute. She gonna be right back.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a very good point, John Q. If they're okay, what the hell am I playing for? That they continue to be okay.
We did have fun doing the show. That we did, Linda.
Yeah, you know what it bugged me though is he tried to pre-plan it too much because I could hear the pre-show where he tried to plan when you answered chat questions and who was it was too much. He tried to control it too much.
Yeah,
and
Linda actually sits down.
When you try to control it too much and direct how the show's going to go, you don't let it flow naturally, and you basically take your entire audience out of the equation because you've already got it dictated in your head how it's supposed to go instead of letting chat direct you. And I didn't like that.
John Q, nobody took your coins away. They deleted the bot. There was nothing I can do about that. Luckily, Dire Thing came in to save the day, so you can't blame anybody really on that one. They deleted the bot. There was nothing I
John
can do.
Q can and he will blame somebody. It may not be accurate, but he's fucking pointing that finger at somebody.
That's right. He's going to point at somebody. Yeah, Linda actually sits down on Wednesdays and comes up with what she's going to talk about on Thursday. And
I am surprised your tree conversation went as well as it did. I still remember, was it Bill or John Wayne? I can't remember. You changed the subject, and he's like, "Are we done talking about trees?" He still had more tree information that he wanted to share.
he knew a lot about
I'm
trees.
surprised that there are that many of us that have our own particular favorite tree, even though Will picked the weakest and stinkiest of the bunch. Will's just out for looks. He likes the fucking, fuck it. I forgot what the name of the goddamn tree is. Will, what's your favorite tree? I forgot the name of it.
I don't even know.
I do, but I can't come up with it right now because bourbon.
Because bourbon. Bourbon's too.
Yeah, no, that was not your favorite tree. Polonia, my ass. It was a fucking Bradford pear, which have.
Bradford
they
pear.
smell.
Look, she's like, no, it wasn't. It was this.
Yeah, they smell like fish when they bloom, and their limbs are very, very weak. So any type of thunderstorm or windstorm, they fall apart very easily. But they are gorgeous. I do like them. I like. Formosa trees.
Thanks
or they
for
call
saving
them,
the day by disappearing.
They call them
my
a
billion
mimosa
coins.
tree, but it's a Formosa tree. They smell better than Scuba's nuts. I don't know, Will. I don't think you smelled Scuba's nuts in Florida. They smell pretty nice.
Hey, I'll take that compliment. Scuba's nuts smell nice. All right, there we go.
They smell pretty nice.
I'm gonna take that one to the bank right there. That's what she said, Will. I'm just saying.
See, now, are we talking about visuals?
What?
Or are we talking about smell?
It's showing fat. That's just like, hey, look how fat Scuba is.
Yeah, we're not talking about nuts anymore because there is no visual that can make men's nuts appealing ever. I don't care who you are. Nobody wants to see that. If we're talking about trees, Bradford pears are great. I'm not a big fan of fir or pine trees except for the smell. I love the smell of pine trees. I also happen to be very allergic to them. So I have lots of candles that are pine scented because I can get the smell. Have you seen a twat lately? I don't really check it out on a daily basis.
If that works now.
But yes, I own one. But I'll tell you what. You walk in on a dude bent over the tub, or you walking a chick bent over the tub, and tell me what the better visual is. Because nobody wants to see the ass end of a dude with his twigs and berries hanging low. That's not a look. I'm just saying, I don't care who you are. No. I don't care if you're fucking Reacher. Hell no. That is not, no. 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 It looks like a little shriveled change purse hanging. No, it's not
That's
attractive
not right now.
at all. Am I wrong?
I'm sure Reacher.
No, his looks like little shriveled change purses too. Yeah, and which one are you going to be like, oh my God, my eyes? I can tell you. It's going to be the dude. Nobody wants to see that.
How do you really
Balls,
feel about it?
Balls are not attractive at all. They're just not.
Hey.
What?
Change purses.
I can't help it that y'all were born with them. They're just not. It's not. No. No.
They're cute and cuddly.
No, they're cute and cuddly. No, they're not. They're not. Mm-mm.
I mean, okay.
Which is amazing considering you think of all of the Roman statues with naked dudes. Why? Because they didn't do y'all any justice. Just a shriveled little change purse, and obviously those models were very chilly at that particular time. Why? Why would they do that? Why would they choose to do that?
I identify as a man with berries, and I'm feeling judged now.
Well, I mean, all men should have berries, even though my ex, Katie's dad, technically only has a berry. So his just hangs down the middle. It doesn't really look that much different, though.
I don't even want to know.
Still not attractive at all. I'm just saying, whether you have one or two, it looks the same. It looks like a shriveled little furry change purse. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, just like boobs, one hangs lower than the other
two.
Yeah. One is bigger than the other. Just like one arm is always longer than the other.
Sausage berry is longer than the other two. I'm just saying.
Make it look like a Crown Royal bag. Look, if they're purple and made of felt, that's a problem. Yeah. It does look like leftover elbow skin, but with hair.
Not all the time. Depends on whether they've been manscaped or not.
You couldn't vape in the house. Yeah, fuck her. Good riddance. It's your house.
I could not vape in the house. Why?
Say, bye, bitch. Is that why you were always out in the shed?
I could understand not smoking cigarettes in the house because it stains into the paint and everything else.
Well, I mean, I will say vaping does put a film on the glass. I could understand. Could you not intentionally cloud out the living room while I'm trying to watch TV? But to forbid somebody from vaping in their own house, fuck you. My ex-husband didn't even ban me from smoking in my own house, and he was a non-smoker. I chose to smoke outside on the porch just because why should his clothes smell like cigarette smoke when he does not smoke?
Yeah. I've already lived in houses where we smoked in them, and I was like, damn, I don't want to do that in the next place we go to. So after that, I've never smoked in the house again. And then I stopped smoking and vaping, but I was like, you know what? Now that I'm vaping, I'm going to vape inside. Damn that. I'm not going outside.
Yeah, but there is still no smoking in my house. Occasionally Mitchell or Patrick will come over. Can I smoke a cigarette in here? Absolutely not, but I'll go out on the back porch and hang out with you with a drink. We're not smoking in my house. No. It does. Well, like my boss peeked his head into my office earlier, and I think it was just to see if I was gone or not. He's like, I see smoke, and I'm like, I'm not on fire. It's fine. He made a comment one time many years ago about me vaping in the office when I moved offices. And I said, well, the alternative is that I'll be outside vaping and you won't be able to reach me. Or you can trust me to not be ridiculous with it and cloud at the office and vape when appropriate. I'm not going to do it in front of clients. I'm not going to be fucking taking my vape into the conference room with me. And I will not be outside to take a vape break. And I've never heard anything.
I mean,
from-
hell, we even vape at work, but we don't do it like in front of clients.
No.
So there's that, and our boss don't say anything. He just don't
No.
want us to have like me, where I have like 8 mods sitting on the desk. He don't like
Well,
that.
that's only because the way the front desk is set up, you can see everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, I let the client, the one that said the fuck every 3 seconds, I let her vape because she wanted to take a break.
Oh,
so
that
she
was
could,
her? Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to take a break so she could go outside and vape, and I was like, you can vape in here, it's fine. And she was like, oh my god, thank you so much. It's not like I got up and went and got mine, right? But I let her vape during the closing.
Yeah, they
It calmed
enjoyed
her
that.
nerves. It made her happy. Well, I mean, there are people that come in our conference room that I have to go in there with air freshener after they leave, like the group, that commercial closing that they did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have given them a gift basket of some soap and deodorant, but woo, boy, they were rough as a group.
Yeah.
So yeah, would I rather that, or would I rather it smell slightly like berries when someone leaves?
Yeah, she could move it to Wednesday if she wanted to, considering there's no show on then.
Why
Now-
would she need to move it to Wednesday? No, I say you do your show. I think it's rude as fuck that goober fucking decided to put his show on directly after yours.
Well, at least it's on
For no
after hers,
fucking-
not
Yeah, but
during.
there's no reason to do that. He's piggyback. You're his fluffer now, fucking Linda. Exact is what you are. You're the fluffer. And he's hoping that he can get everybody that's at your show to come over to their show. And I just have to say that intro, because they're not here. And even if they were, I don't fucking care. That intro is cringy as fuck. Now it's catchy.
Pressure.
It's catchy the first time because it's funny, but to play it every single show as your intro and your outro is cringy as fuck. And that dude, I have to say, that dude is a fucking douche. Not in a personality way, but he's the biggest fucking dork I've ever seen. And you just, it's cringy. It's cringy as fuck. That's all I gotta say. It's cringy. He is, I don't even know how to describe it. He thinks he's hot, and no, not at all. No, he's fucking weird looking.
He's weird
it's
looking.
It's fucking rude that he basically involuntarily made you his fluffer and put his show on directly after yours. And yeah. It's fucking cringy. Hey, Tony, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah,
The
that's some
show's only
bull
been
crap, Tony.
over
You
for
gonna show up
28 fucking minutes.
after the show's supposed to be done, like 28 minutes ago. You're gonna show up like, hey,
I
what's
don't
up?
eat trash bag. I don't even remember his name right now. I can't remember his name, but he's fucking.
Dave.
The only way I can describe him,
David.
right, is he's the person that you meet, and this is coming from a female perspective, okay?
Oh, we've been watching the whole time.
He's the person that you meet, and you're like, oh, he's kind of cute and funny. And then after about 20 minutes, you're like, oh my God, no. and it's like just split second first impression, and then you're like, my God, this guy is a fucking dork. And not dorky because I call Scuba my dork. He is my dork. He is not dorky in the same. It's a totally different definition from that guy. No, not at all.
So I'm a different type of dork. What dork?
You are a cute, lovable dork. This guy is a dork in a different definition, that he thinks he's good looking. He thinks he has charisma and that he's funny, but he's just
He's
not.
a typical salesman.
Yeah, he's not. He's not good looking. He's not funny. He's just a fucking goober.
Anyways, all right. It is 10:30. It is time for us to get out of here. We've kept y'all
But
up.
Tony and Angela just got here, and I'm talking shit.
You know,
Yes, used car salesman. Yeah, the whole thing is just, I don't know. I just, there's something
Nice, Scott.
off-putting about the whole thing. I don't, and you know what? After Bad Apples, once that's gone, are they going to be back? Or is this just a promo? Is their show just a promo for Bad Apples? And then as soon as Bad Apples goes away, they're not going to be back until next year. Yeah, he's kind of smarmy. He's kind of icky. He will give every single woman on the planet the ick, and just by his mere existence. Yeah, he'll give you the ick.
Well, that's
But
the
it
important
takes-
thing, Linda.
But it
Having
takes a
fun.
minute. So initially you're like, ha ha ha, and then you're like, ew. Yeah, he'll give you the ick.
Used car salesman. Yeah. I get that. I definitely get that. At least he's not like Mr. Shanzi. He doesn't try to brag about his skills or anything like that.
No,
So-
no, he doesn't do that. Even in Florida, he didn't seem to try to be. He wasn't like the dude peacocking around in his fucking blue hat like he was God's gift to humanity and nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Right.
Yeah, there's just something about him where he just thinks he's cool and he's trying real hard to be cool and he's just not.
Yeah.
It's unnatural. He's a tryhard. I guess that's what I'm saying. And
You know, Angela, I wish Kylo would show up to Bad Apples. I'm not going to be there, but I hope he shows up there so that he can possibly get some more students in. And the reason why he has no students now is because he's not doing any more videos promoting his class.
got it right, Scott.
Promoting his school. If he did that, he would. The thing about Kyle is he don't care. He's like, if I get students, I get students.
Because he did the students because people came to him, they wanted to, and he was willing to do it. That was not his bit. He was not trying to make a business out of it.
Yeah.
If people came to him, look, everyone's got a man crush on Kylo. I wouldn't say I have a crush on him, but I kind of nerded out on his weather knowledge, right? But just watching all the dudes when he came on that show, fucking man crush over Kylo, I find it amusing as hell. But he is a good dude.
I am a fanboy, Scott. I mean,
yeah.
he trained me, so of course I like
Everybody is a Kylo fanboy. I have not seen one person that's had any bad thing to say about Kylo. They all are like, Kylo's the best. Everybody loves Kyle. But he's a cool dude because he's down to earth. He doesn't think he's better than anybody else. He doesn't ever talk about how much more skill he has than anyone else. He's a pharmacist is what he is, and he happens to fly.
Yeah.
And he will tell you how to do that and not hurt yourself. His house smells weird though.
Yeah, I mean, the reason, because, you know, I obviously had options the same as anybody else to go get training. And the main reason I went with Kylo is because I didn't want a trainer that was going to yell at me or treat me like a number. I guess the best way to say, I don't think Aviator would treat you as a number per se, but to them, it's a business. They're running a business. I think
you're just another client.
Right. And Kylo is more like, hey, man, you know, you doing okay? You know, what do you need help with or something? It seems more personable when you're in a smaller school like that. That's why I wanted to go with Kylo Glee.
Well,
Now,
and
Gorilla's the same way. I can't say bad about
another
Gorilla.
thing I liked about Kyle was the two guys that were there that had been there for multiple weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
He basically told them, "You're not ready to go in the air yet." But he did not stop them from coming out at every opportunity to kite, and he still gave them attention. He still talked to them. He didn't write them off,
Right.
but he also did not let them put themselves in danger. But he was willing to humor them as long as it took, and to go out there and talk to them and continue to train them without getting frustrated, without telling them, "Look, you're never going to get this." Um,
Yeah. I mean, he tried.
he just let them learn at their own pace. But he said, "I'm not going to put you in the
Kyle
air."
try
Yeah.
to tell the guy, "Hey, man, you're pulling too much brake. You can't give it so much gas." So one of the guys, I mean, we're from Vegas. Well, both the guys were from Vegas, and he just every time he brought the wing up, he was pulling brakes like, I have no idea. He was yanking full brake, and it was just killing the wing every time. It's like, dude, you got to go easy on it, and he just wouldn't do it. And that was their third or fourth time coming to Kyle to try and get training.
Yeah, but you know what? I got the impression that they just wanted to go hang out with Kyle. They just wanted to be there at the airport and hang out with him. But what I liked about him is he didn't write him off. He said, "Y'all just come back whenever you want. You can hang out and
That
join
first flight that I did,
any classes that you want. You're more than welcome to join again.
yeah,
And I will help you like it's the first time you've ever been here every single fucking time."
that first flight I did, the video you took. If you look in the background, one of those guys is standing there watching me take off. That's one of those guys that pulls too much brake. Actually, I think he's the one that Kyle, right as I had just finished my training, he was telling me that guy was ready to fly any day.
Girl, do not thank me for accepting your friend request. You hush.
One of them was ready to fly. It was the other guy that just couldn't get the hang of how much brake to pull. And eventually he may get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kyle was
is
really
cool
good. At just being laid back and really, down to earth, not real humble, and just like,
we
hey, man.
bought him dinner. We stopped for dinner after that because he kind of set them up, right? So him and Kevin got off the ground, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, "Well, we're gonna go to a different place to fly, right? We're gonna go over to this airport and fly." Well, what they didn't know was that this was already a pre-planned thing. So we show up, nobody was there. And then there was like 16, 17 people that showed up. So it was like a mini fly-in. They had no idea. Kyle knew. So when they're all fucking giggity that they get to fly with other people, and he was just chuckling quietly to himself that he was able to pull that off, and how happy that made you guys to be able to fly with other people, and it had your own first little mini fly-in. He was tickled. But he had that all planned out. But he didn't go bragging about it or anything. He was just super chill about it.
Because that was literally like our last day there. And I got to fly, and it was a little mini flying. That's when I got to fly with Bill H.
Yep.
We just barely met Bill H.
When his Nokia flew into his prop and survived.
Was that Bill?
And that is my granddaughter. She is 12. Angela, 12 years old. I'm gonna try not to get stuck in the ball pit. I did ask Scuba if it's technically not a ball pit, it's more like a foam pit. But I did ask him If I get stuck, are you gonna come rescue me? And he did not answer me. So
Cloud Chucker,
I don't want to have to rely on the children to come get me.
how many mAh is the battery that you're charging? This is the thing. If you charge it every once in a while at a high amp, it's okay. Don't make it a habit of doing that. If you have the time and don't need that mod right away, it's always better to charge it at a lower amp, because you're basically forcing voltage into that thing. So it's going to decrease the lifespan of the battery. It's better to charge it low and slow instead of fast. But it won't hurt it to charge it every once in a while at a higher amp rate. 3 amps might be a little high, depending on the mAh. I know you should be able to go 2 amp, no problem. 3 is a little high. That's really throwing some voltage at it there. Yeah, 1 amp is good. 3 amps is 2 is okay.
Did y'all know that cobras can growl? This is completely unrelated, but I'm gonna share this link for y'all. I want y'all to go watch this shit because that's crazy. That's the link I tried to send you the other day, babe.
What of what? I didn't hear what you said before that.
Click the link.
It's a cobra with a snake in its mouth.
Yeah, do you have your audio on?
No, I can't hear it right now.
Well, you need to turn your audio on or it's pointless.
Oh.
I did not know they did that.
I don't even know how. Oh, there's audio.
Never heard a snake growl before. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that snake was growling. That's crazy.
They're like the cats of the snake world.
That snake is literally like.
So, Angela, it's not about thought. It's about money. I'm just saying. And the koozie is awesome. Linda, wherever you got those koozies from, that's a king cobra, Will. Those are like really good cozies because they're nice and thick. We've gotten so many from different vendors recently from work that are super thin. That's a good I used it the first day it came in. I opened my koozie and I drank a Bud Light. And it was awesome.
Yeah, they're decent koozies. I mean, yeah, Munchkin got it. I was supposed to get one, but the one Munchkin got is the one I wanted, so we can just share. We can share.
What?
I'm good with sharing.
Nobody said I was gonna share.
What do you mean there? You're not gonna share? That's bullcrap.
I can't see you using like a fucking.
Well, Angela, you have to come in the show and participate to win a koozie. I'm just saying.
Growing cobra. I have to pee again. What the fuck?
Munchkin has a very small bladder, apparently.
Yeah.
Although last night I had to wake up like 3 times to get up to pee, and I'm like, what the hell? Am I getting old or what? It's like, damn, man. I usually don't have to wake up to go pee. Now, it just could have been what I drank. I don't know. And the other part of me in the back of my head saying, is it me or is the cat waking me up? Because, I kid you not when I say this, if I'm sleeping and I move even slightly, Bandit, the big cat, will jump up on the bed and be like, what's up? It's time for some pets, because he thinks my movement means I'm awake, and it's all about him at that point. So he will jump up on the bed and immediately demand pets, which I think that's what's happening, is maybe I'm moving my sleep.
I don't think the cat has anything to do with whether or not you have to pee.
But something's waking me up. I don't think the
I mean,
peeing
it could
is.
be the cat that's waking you up, but the fact that you have to pee has nothing to do with the cat.
Well, I get that. Well, I mean, I just happened to be that I wake up and I'm like, I could definitely go pee now. So, but I think the cat is what's
Well,
waking
and
me
when
up.
you get to our age, you might as well get up and pee if you're
And our
awake. So-
cats don't give a damn about what time it is.
No,
Yeah,
they do not.
They don't care. 4 a.m. They'll be right up on the bed. Yeah. And I can't even get in my bed at like tonight when I go bed. Before I even get in the bed, Bandit is making biscuits on the bed. Like, come on, I'm making biscuits. Get in the, and as soon as I get under the covers, he comes right up in my face and lays down, literally right up in my face, like pet me. And then he starts doing biscuits, but he's using his claws on my neck, which hurts. I'm surprised I don't have claw marks all on down my neck, cause he hurts. You have food. You leave food out. Well, there's food, but they'd rather come scratch me up. The cats don't care. We want to.
No, Bandit
you.
needs his attention. How did I switch over to Ryan Hall, y'all? Right.
If I don't get up, I wake up to a waterbed.
I've been drinking, John Q. I have to pee. All right, I'm just saying.
Well,
If our cats start barking, we got different problems.
yeah, and then Bandit and Boots do not get along. So if they're both up on the bed, they will go at each other. Sometimes right on the bed. They don't care. They will fight wherever the fight can be. She's sprinkling catnip on me. They do all seem to like catnip. Some more than others. They all eat the catnip. They don't like sniff it and roll around in it. They enjoy eating catnip. Go
I mean,
figure.
you'll never know if I am or not. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's some bull crap.
It'll be a
I
mystery.
will sprinkle some on
I'm
your
sorry,
rear
Angela.
end and watch the cat scratch your butt.
Look, they come after. Boots will sleep
Now
behind
I
my
have to pee.
knees, and then Bandit likes to grab my toes whenever I move. I had to buy another cooling blanket because I can't find the other one, so I bought one.
Well, I will
Because
say that I
hot
think the
flashes are a
cats have
bitch.
gotten used to that heavy blanket. They're no longer trying to attack our feet, at least right now.
Attack our feet is an understatement. They were trying to rip our toes off.
Yes,
Um,
they were not.
It was violent.
It was crazy how bad the cats are like, oh yeah, we're going to chop up your
Yeah,
feet.
because they're like, you can't feel this, so we are gonna go like at 1,000 and try to eat you through the blanket. Good night, Will.
Will's rolling. See, Will hung on
Yeah.
as long as I can as he could. You're very welcome, Will. We're gonna get out of here pretty soon. Munchkin tried to keep me on here all night. I don't know what the heck she's doing. But I mean, Friday's like our extended
Friday?
time day.
Friday's like our Friday.
It is. I mean, we work hard all week, and we don't have a lot of time during the week. When we get home, especially her, because she comes home late as hell, and we may have time to watch like a 30-minute show, and then it's bedtime, and that's it. Then we wake up, and it's time to go back to work. It's like repeat. It sucks.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day. I don't even like going into work in the morning.
Yeah. Thanks, Creed. See you soon. I will try
Night,
this
Creed.
weekend to go through my stuff. I'm going to find stuff, I think. Because I got lots of stuff to go through. I still haven't even got my gear yet together for the fly-in because I know for a fact, I don't know if Munchkin's going to be able to make it. I'm hoping she is. Because she's the only one that can organize shit. I mean, let's be honest. I will go up there and forget 90% of the stuff I need to bring. But I want to try to get the cots together, the pop-up tent, the pillows, whatever blankets she brought last time worked great. I wasn't cold at all. So I need that to cover up on the cot, and I'll be good. Other than that, I mean, I know to
Ooh,
bring the
in my
paramotor.
fancy chair that I bought, I like my chair
You
that
did
you
get
can't
you
fit
did
in.
get a fancy chair. Munchkin
You
got
did. Good night, Cloud Chucker.
a swinging portable chair,
Yes,
and
with a footrest.
the other chairs we got are the rockers. I forget the brand name, but what is the brand name of them chairs?
I don't know.
They're the expensive rockers. Anyways, we got a couple of those, and we use those. Besides the one's got a burn hole in it, Angela. But I don't know where that cigarette burn could have came from.
I don't think it was them.
No, pack like fly for gauge. No, fly for gauge. I brought too much crap. I did. We didn't even really use the ice maker.
Yeah, those were the only two things that I thought that was a bit much, was the ice maker and the slushy machine, because the camper couldn't keep up with those. But
Yeah,
other
the
than
camper, man, that camper could not handle the slushy machine at all. We tried to run it. It wasn't even getting it to a real slushy consistency because the power sucked. That giant, really loud ass generator. It's like, damn, man, what the hell? You know, it could have been Tony, Angela. It could have been Tony's fault. I can't blame it on either one of y'all, and it's okay.
Hashtag blame Tony. It's his
It
fault.
didn't. At least it's not spreading because
Tony,
it's a cigarette
Tony.
burn. It kind of cauterized itself, I guess. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I let Munchkin use the chair with a hole in it.
What?
Yeah, now they have copies of the slushy machine. So the one I got is from Ninja, but they also have other ones. I will tell you this, before you buy one, know for a fact that you cannot use like diet drinks in there. So if you're using Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, anything like that with artificial sweeteners in there, it's not going to become a slushy. Number two, if you're making alcoholic slushy, you cannot put over, I'd say 12% alcohol, or it will not become a slushy because there's too much alcohol. You'll have to add water or some other kind of juice to bring the alcohol content down before it will turn to slush. Those are my two biggest warnings about the slushy machine. Other than that, it works great. Right?
So
Right.
before we go, we need to pick a date to get married. What date? Since obviously Cinco de Mayo is not going to happen because you ruined it. What date? Now, as far as I know, we just need to go up to the courthouse. You fill out the marriage license, and as long as the justice of the peace, you could do it the same fucking afternoon. So.
Well, all right. Let's do this. Let's see if I live through this fly-in.
Yeah, no, what?
And then
what?
we'll.
What?
Well, you know, what? No screwdriver? You can make a screwdriver slushy, Scott. I mean, that's just vodka and orange juice, and orange juice has plenty of sugar in it. So I don't see why you couldn't make a screwdriver slushy.
No, I don't want to wait till September. And that costs money.
Both of our birthdays in August, so I don't know if we need to plan something in between those or what. Or
I would like it to be as
July.
soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Yes.
Okay, Munchkin's trying to pump up the date here. June?
Well, you were talking about Cinco de Mayo. That's Monday.
Yeah,
I mean,
hurry up.
I
Let's
think
go.
that might,
Let's go. We didn't even take off time for work for this. That's what I'm
We
saying.
might be able to take a lunch break and drive to York County and fill out the license and do it the same day. But
I
you know,
would feel so used if I had to leave for lunch break to go get married and
look,
come back.
the first time I got married, my boss threatened me and said, "If you come back to work after you get married,
Angela, you
you're
shut
gonna
your
be in
mouth.
trouble." Yeah. Hell no, Angela. This fucking factory is closed. Closed. No. Oh my God. Could you imagine? At 48 years old? Fuck that noise. No. 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 No.
What? Vector
No.
just said he cannot do that station because that station is closed or something like that. I don't know what the hell you said, but
I don't know. But good. He agrees. That's closed. Closed. Father's Day. When is even Father's Day? June something, right? Yeah, could you imagine? No,
I
I
know
could not.
last year I flew on Father's Day. That was,
You see?
I don't know what
See?
day it is.
That's
You
the problem I'm having. I need to find a date that's not connected with fucking
No,
flying.
it's just because it was a holiday and I knew they were closed. That's all. That which probably means the courthouse will be closed too, so you can't do that.
You know, John Q, if they can guarantee that shit, that'd be great, but they cannot. So
Munchkin's dusty womb cannot get pregnant. There you go.
you want lots of babies, Tony? I'm saying you're getting started a little late. May I suggest like puppies or something?
Tony would have a baby, and it would come out like, dude, sup,
Like-
man.
Yeah, you should sponsor like dogs or something.
You keep trying. Hey, well, that's the best thing to practice at there, Tony.
Yeah, look, you just keep trying for that September shit, Angela. I do not want to get married in Vegas. May the 4th. That's only 2 days later. Now, we could
May the
probably
4th
pull
is
that
even
off.
early.
Yeah.
June 20th. That was my mom's birthday. It's in June. I mean, that was her first thing was June.
It's my dad's birthday, June 27th, I
Friday
believe.
the 13th. Seriously, Breeze?
June 15th. Hey, Katie was born on Friday the 13th. So, why not? What the hell? June 15th, Friday the 13th. All right, I'm down. Well, when's the next Friday the 13th? Because it can't be June 15th or Friday the 13th.
Doing no Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Why not? You think I plan to have a child on Friday the 13th?
I don't know. All right,
I
guys.
did not.
I think we're done for tonight. Munchkin's talking gibberish now and weird dates that make no sense at all. Right? So
What? I'm not speaking gibberish, sir.
that's gibberish. Yeah. Friday the 13th is cool.
That's not a bad day. The 13th
Or
is a good day.
We could also just get married on
13
Satan's
is a
Day or
lucky
something.
number.
You know, whatever.
Well, there is no such
Halloween, why
thing
not?
as Satan's Day, but if there was, fuck yeah, let's get to it.
No. All right. Anyways, y'all have a great night. Great weekend. Stay safe out there. We'll see y'all
Hi,
next
Walter.
week.
Bye, Walter.
Same bat time. Same
Tony,
bat
you
time.
hush. I'm getting out of hand. I'll beat your ass, sir.